Ooh, mama, unleash the Kraken and shave my pubes. This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because, guys, I mean, what are pubes? What are pubes? They're the personification of tea around your dong. And, you know, in our society, you know, you gotta have tea levels, but you can't let them go overboard. You know, you gotta keep them in check, make sure you're motivated, make sure you're strong, make sure you're squatting a lot, but you're not getting too aggro and starting fights at Sharkies. So make sure you guys hit up Manscaped to keep that tea in check. Use code GODEEP, www.manscaped.com. And I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom, clap, stokers.
And we're here with Strider Wilson.
What up, legends, dude? Fired up to be back, dude. Feels good, dude.
Long overdue, my friend.
Legends, dude.
The relation.
Dude, it's too high of praise.
The relation guru.
It's been nice, dude. You know, quarantining with my GF, we've been spending a lot of nice time together. She played me a song on the piano today, which was amazing that she'd been practicing.
Wow.
On. Yeah.
What song?
Dang, I'm forgetting the title. It's a song that's on the radio now, right now that we would know. Oh,
Happy by Pharrell.
One day.
Chopsticks.
Aaron Fish, I'm telling her you said that, dude. She'll come down here. She's also been taking karate lessons, dude. That's not true. But yeah, I'm forgetting the name of the song. I'll text her and ask her right now. But it was very lovely, and I actually before she played it was hilarious. She uses her headphones to play, and she's like, okay, and I'm like, when you're ready to show me, I'd love to hear it. And she's like, okay, I'm ready today. And I was like, okay, perfect. And I got like 3 feet from behind her and like stood like this, like holding an iced tea and like ready to watch. She's like, you need to go sit down. Like, you can't watch me over my shoulder like that. It was hilarious. I was like, oh yeah, good call.
You just want to be as close as possible, though.
I wanted to see the finger work.
Right.
You know? Give her good notes. Let her know how to improve. Be very intense about it. Be Joe Rogan about it, dude. Because you can't waste time on activities like Call of Duty. Can we get into that a little bit?
Are you heated about that?
Bro, I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, under normal circumstances, like, yeah, like every dad's gonna tell you don't play too many video games. Like, there's other productive things you can do, but also, let's relax a little bit. Let me have a fun time. And JT said it perfectly. He's like, dude, it's keeping us in touch with our boys.
Yeah, and you know, I think from the outside, when you're not dropping into Verdank regularly, then it's very easy to be judgmental. Oh, you're a gamer. You're just staring at a screen, hitting buttons, not doing anything with your time. But when you get in there and when you experience the camaraderie and you know, feel this connection with your dogs, especially when you're under the gun and you're like 4 teams left. I mean, you know, especially during Corona times, it's hard to recreate experiences like that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's also like he has things that he does that aren't like traditionally the best things to do. Like, I mean, you could say smoking weed's like a waste of time too. Yeah. But it's helped him, I guess. You know what I mean? I believe him when it says it hasn't. He's incredibly successful. So you kind of have to, you know, have some faith in him. But it's like, so trust us. If we say Call of Duty's helping us, you know, with my reaction time and with my homie time, just give me the benefit of the doubt, dog.
Yeah, and guess what, dude? It doesn't even have to help us. It's okay to just straight up enjoy some stuff sometime.
Right.
You know, as long as it doesn't have like a negative externality, like I'm not playing bass on full volume in my apartment like when my neighbors are trying to sleep. I got headphones on and I'm gaming and I'm having a little fun. It's okay to do stuff that isn't career focused or career oriented.
We read an article basically that suggested that hedonism is more important for your well-being than people think at this moment. Yeah. That it's actually really beneficial to have just purely pleasurable time in your day that doesn't have any kind of function in your improvement. Yeah. And that it's actually hard for a lot of people to do that. And I feel that because sometimes when I am chilling, I'm like, there's the voice in my head's like, you should be doing something, you should be doing something. But then when I'm doing something, the voice in my head is like, hey, you should be chilling. And it's like you're always kind of at odds with yourself.
No, I feel that so hard. I mean, I'm learning more and more. Like, Ted took a power nap, and it was incredible.
Huge.
But I'm learning more and more to, you know, a lot of, it's about having fun, but, you know, and it's, you can move your life forward if, you know, if you're it's about being selective about your time. You know, about like if you're gonna work on something, work on it, you know, efficiently and make sure it's like just working for the sake of working that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna move forward. You got to be more, you know, sort of focused about what you do work on, and then focused about how you do relax, and focused on when you do drill yourself.
Correct. Yeah. It's an allotted time. It's a small amount of time for me, but it's allotted, and then I can go. I think it's about, in the article mentioned, setting the boundaries around it. It's like, well, you're less likely to have intrusive thoughts while relaxing and chilling and partying if you're like, okay, I'm going to do it this weekend, which is
so true.
It made me think of Coachella. I think that's why these festivals are so big right now, is it enables people to be like, in April, I'm going to have that weekend.
And it's a 3-day break.
Yep. I'm going to chill. I'm going to do a little Molly. I'm going to hug someone. I'm going to cry. I'm going to hear freaking, you know, Florence and the Machine. It's going to be legit.
Right.
And there you go. And then you can go back to work the next day.
It's a large-scale cultural ritual that allows people to disconnect from the capitalistic rat race that we're all stuck inside of.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Hell
and
yes,
we need
dude.
that. We need that.
Yes.
And it's good that it's a set amount of time. Yeah, you're right. But then I've seen people, you know, some people on Sunday night, they're like, do I stay for Monday? You know, there's that little grappling match. But that's just a day. You got to give yourself a plus minus on it of a day.
Give a little wiggle room, but
wiggle wobble.
Stick to those boundaries if you can. But yeah, you know, you get a little wiggle.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm trying to work on is making peace with the hangover.
Oh yeah.
Because then when I do get hungover, I'm like, that was a waste of time. I'm going to be a piece of shit this week. My brain's not going to function at top-notch level. And I don't know. So it makes, like, you know, because before you have like all these like visions of just tearing up the dance floor and, you know, just getting all this praise for just breaking it down to Can't Stop the Feeling, something like that.
Hell yes. I mean, dude, maybe that's, sorry, wait, finish your thought.
Yeah.
It made me think of something.
It's just, and then you get hungover and you're like, it's just like the complete opposite. It's such a bummer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you seem to get pretty gnarly hangovers. I'm wondering, though, if that's just part of your process. Like, if, like you love the moment, and then the moment kind of beats you up a little bit, but that's, like, maybe it's okay. You know what I mean? It's like how a fighter feels sore after a fight. It's like, it sucks, but you fought. You know, you were in there for 5 rounds, banging it out with whatever it is you drink.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's tight. I remember, like, we'd be hungover in high school, and it's like, all right, dude, we're cruising to OPH together. We're getting breakfast, you know? And then you'd have intrusive thoughts in breakfast and be like, after this breakfast, I'm going to be alone. But I think it's getting...
You had those?
Of course, after breakfast.
See, I didn't have those at that age. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have those in high school. Yeah.
It was mainly like, it'd be work focused. I'd be like, I have to go home. I've got a quiz, whatever. Like, it'd start coming in right then, you know?
Okay. See, I wasn't doing my homework, so I was just like, this is nice.
You had like 135 demerits, and then they're like, you've turned it. Like, if you just did your homework, it'd be chill. But they're like, you did not do your homework. You're out, dude.
And I didn't play sports either. They were like, what do you do? I was like, I kick it with my friends. And they were like, that's not enough to stay at this school. And I was like,
it'd be amazing if the dean like made you do a shuttle run. He's like, all right, we can use you on in this position.
Right. Yeah.
But dude, maybe you build into your schedule. Part of it is of that hedonism is like the come down, because you're going on such a high. You're the deviation's going greater than your mean. You know, your partying weekend, you're going to be up here, so your drop down's going to be harder.
What goes up must come down.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just got to build in, instead of staying on that Monday out in Palm Springs, you go, no, I'm going to go cruise back. I'm going to take stress off myself. I know I'm going to have a day to feel a little bit blue, and then tomorrow I'll be chilling.
Yeah, that day of blue. I mean, I guess I just hate not being stoked so much that it just like, it compounds. You know, it's just like a black hole that just, you know, it just keeps sucking in stoke. But the quote that always runs through my mind is Arnold. You know, he's like, when you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Just remember that. Right. And that just goes on loop in my dome, and I'm like, fuck.
But he rages.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, he parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd party. And then guess what? When there's a day you're working hard, that person who was working hard on your rage day, they're taking a day off.
Are you sure, though? Do you know that for sure?
Maybe not David Goggins, that guy. Maybe he goes every day.
But I think I was talking about this the other day. Like, David Goggins, I sometimes will talk about how he annoys me, and I overall think, you know, he's a very impressive human being, and he's like, his productivity is remarkable. But it's like, I would love if just like one day a week he was like, you know what, I'm not going to run today, just to mix it up. Like, every time I look at one of his videos, he's hitting the same button over and over again. I need a little more variety in the people in my life. Like I want you to have ups and downs. I want you to be more up than down, but I need a little bit more like dimensions to the person.
Yeah.
Like to me, he's so one note. It's just like, so today I didn't want to run, and then I motherfucking ran. I'm like, well, I heard you say that last week.
Yeah.
I'm like, you told me that last week. Yeah.
Maybe if he was banging out like Russian literature, he's like, so yesterday, I was a hard motherfucker and I ran. And today I'm a hard motherfucker reading Tolstoy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this whole motherfucking book today.
That'd be awesome. Dude, that's literally perfect.
Yeah.
He should bring you in for a rewrite on his online persona, because I think that's all that's needed. And it's still in that dominant trajectory, but it's like, at least it's different. Yeah. I'm like, okay, David Goggins, he's running again. I'm like, it's amazing, he runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you run.
Yeah. I mean, I've got ideas for The Rock. I've got ideas for, Goggins. The Rock's captions, make it one word.
The Rock goes through a divorce and he's like, I just want to thank my wife for going through the best divorce that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Like we both came into it with our hearts full, and we really went into that litigation and just decided how we were going to split up our motherfucking assets, and I'm fired up on how that distribution's going to happen. And you're like, all right, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What if he's getting divorced? He's just caption, fuck.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's perfect. That's perfect. I love that. Yeah. Fuck, dude, I fucked up. Yeah.
Was my impersonation of Goggins offensive?
No, I don't. I was thinking about that when you were doing it, and I was like, I don't think so. Yeah.
You're capturing the intensity. You're not capturing anything else. I love. I like to imagine in that instance he's in the library, still trying to be a little bit quiet.
Right.
I'm fucking drilling the fucking Dostoevsky right now. Fucking in my dome in the Grand Inquisitor, the greatest chapter in all of goddamn literature right now in my fucking dome. It's amazing. Superset this shit with chapter 6. Let's go. It's the only chapter I know from the book. I would have said the name of the chapter if I knew it, but I don't.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Which one?
The Grand Inquisitor. People say Kurt Vonnegut said it was the greatest chapter in all of literature.
That's the name of the chapter?
The Grand Inquisitor, I think, is chapter 5 of Dostoevsky's Brother Karamazov.
Dude, nice. Dude, you nail it. You always rip the title.
Have you guys read Russian literature?
No.
I tried to read that like 8 times. It's just not working for me.
I read Orwell's takedown on Tolstoy, though, and that's pretty incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, he gets into some deep hypocrisy with that fool.
Yeah.
I like doing that. I like reading takedowns of, like, all-time great men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where someone's like, Tolstoy, greatest author of all time. Here's why he's full of shit. I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
I got the dirt on you, Tolstoy.
Dude, I had a nightmare about Joe Rogan last night.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
It was that he was like in an RV moving to Texas, and I think I was trying to cruise, but he heard me talking shit, and so him and Tony Hinchcliffe were like, "Heard you talking shit, dude." And I'm like, "Can I just please come to Texas with you guys?" And they're like, and I don't really remember the rest, but they were about to beat my ass.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, you don't want to go to Texas, dude. I mean, there's no real waves down there. I guess you can ride like some oil rig waves or something like that. I've seen that on like summer or some surf video, but
yeah, I mean, I love Texas. I love barbecue. I love Texas donuts. I love cowboy hats. You know, I'm down.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, but I'm California till the day I die, unless I move to Hawaii.
For sure.
Yeah.
You'd be eating Whataburger, dude, and I don't know what you can get at Whataburger. Don't know what you can get there, dude. Good luck.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know. We went to it, and like everybody was touting it, saying it was better than In-N-Out. And I think a lot of this just has to do with like where your palate developed. You know, like in California, we have like a more sophisticated palate. But yeah, we had Whataburger, and I was like, what is the big deal? It didn't quite resonate. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a bite. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We were also in Houston, and our buddy, I don't want to like give away his name because he's such a nice guy. I mean, I could say it. He literally did nothing bad. He just showed us the places that he was stoked on. And he took us to some donut shop that served like, what were those little breakfast things with like it's like basically a hot dog, but wrapped all the way around. I mean, they're terrible, dude.
Right. He took us to like a couple Texas institutions, and then
yeah, and like he's like, this donut shop's amazing, dude. This is the best donut you're ever gonna have. I went there and I was like, literally, dude, I've had way better donuts.
That's like A's Burgers. If you took someone to A's Burgers, I don't think they'd be blown away by it. But when you grow up there, there's something romantic about it. Yeah. I've been thinking about moving. I want to move to Orange County. I'm ready to leave Los Angeles.
Oh, you're thinking Orange County now?
Yeah. I mean, more likely Manhattan Beach, because I could actually maybe feasibly still do all the stuff that we're doing from there, although it'd be a hike. But Yeah, I'm kind of, and I think a lot of people are feeling this way in the pandemic. There's a bunch of people have moved out of my apartment building.
Yeah.
I came back and like neighbors were leaving. I think a lot of people are just getting out of the city.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they just want to move towards the suburbs, I guess. Yeah.
No Culver?
Culver, that's probably where I'm going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had my druthers and career wasn't such a big factor, I think I would go to the OC.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd move back to San Clemente.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe Santa Barbara. I like San Diego too. You know,
both
Carlsbad,
are awesome.
like
Yeah,
that.
dude, North Park in San Diego is amazing.
Yeah, North Park's awesome.
Encinitas.
Yeah,
Encinitas would be really cool.
Yeah.
But just everyone just seems so happy in those places.
Yeah. You know, I spent the day in Newport the other day, and I drove back to LA, and I was like, ooh.
Did I know, man?
I was on like Venice Boulevard. I was like, you know, I was watching. I was eating at a restaurant outdoors safely, of course. And I was watching boats go by. There's a boat called Beer Money.
Oh.
And just a bunch of people in, you know, board shorts just partying.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is not in Culver City.
No.
There's no beer money in Culver City. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work hard enough so that I can get my own beer money and then go there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It takes a lot of beer. It takes some craft beer money to be having a boat like that.
Yeah.
But it's also nice to hear you guys say, and maybe I'm setting you both up a little bit here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I host a podcast now, you know, so maybe, you know, I'm just
History
setting you guys
dang,
up
check
right
it
here.
out.
What up?
History is dang.
But
making history.
Legends, dude. You guys have been making history, and I was going to say, it's nice to hear you speak highly of OC, even though some of its patrons have been treating you guys a little bit less than chill recently.
Well, I mean, you know, it goes both ways because we put out videos of them treating us that way. So we probably come out the other side of it.
It was magnanimous of you guys to block that guy out who coughed on you. That was one of the most unchill moves
It was all
I've seen.
Chad's compassion. Chad called me and was like, hey, we got to block this guy out. Yeah.
So it was nice.
Thank you. Well, it was Lucchese too. But,
Right.
I have some, you know, it's sort of like, I don't know.
Well, you just didn't want him to get in trouble because it's like really a crime. It's a crime to cough on someone.
Yeah, and you just don't. You don't want to be part of that sort of. I don't know. Part of me was like, I'm not sure if he did it intentionally or not. Like I couldn't tell if
he for sure did it on purpose.
But he was like hammered, and he was just like, oh.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. It didn't. To me, in the moment, I was like, that didn't seem intentional. I think he was just a dumbass.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it was nice of you to blur him out. Yeah.
You guys got good karma coming your way for that one. That's nice. That's legit. And you were masked up, ready to go, so you're chilling.
There were some people who were like, don't block that guy out. Let him burn.
Dude,
like,
always.
Jesus.
Always. Dude, you know what? That made me think of when I was watching Saving Private Ryan. Remember when they stormed the beach in D-Day? And there's this scene where like they flamethrower it and then they cut down at the guy on the beach and he's like, don't shoot, let him burn. You know, and like you've been watching the American soldiers get so obliterated at that point. You're like enthralled. You're like, yeah. Then I watched another World War II movie called My Way, and it's about, it's a great movie. It's about this Korean soldier who gets like conscripted into the Japanese imperialist army. Then he's in the Russian army. Then he gets captured and put in like the German army. And he's put on the front lines in Normandy. Yeah. And so not all those guys are, and you know, in that instance, like obviously, you know, Spielberg put like Nazis in there, like blue, you know, probably SS troops who are obviously doing the devil's work. But like, it just made me think like, oh damn, like not everyone's volunteer. You think of that army of being like pure evil, but it's like, dude, there's conscripted soldiers who don't want to be in there fighting in that army unwillingly. Especially the Red Army, dude. It's gnarly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people being forced to do stuff that's a little above their head. Yeah.
So just had that epiphany recently, which was pretty sick.
That's good. You got empathy for the enemy. You got to have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they're not that different than us. Just born in a different place.
Yeah.
Who knows how we would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's that story of like, who's telling us about that? Did he talk about that where during like Christmas, or maybe I just heard it. Like in World War II during Christmas.
I think it was World War I, right?
World War I, like the Germans and then some other, maybe like Spanish. I think it was in maybe Madrid or something. They like celebrated. I think it was the Italians or French.
I thought it was the British, but basically British? Both sides, they started like calling to each other from their different trenches, and then they had like a little like soiree together. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so weird.
I know.
You're like, this is fun, but I'm going to shoot you in the head tomorrow.
Totally. And if there's anything that proves that it's like those guys, are just doing their government's work, you know,
Yeah.
like it's crazy, man. It's totally
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
There was reading something on the Civil War where like, they were playing like early forms of baseball in the Revolutionary War, like
Yeah.
Civil War. What the hell am I talking about? Civil War and Confederate and Union troops would like play baseball against each other.
Yeah.
Not the game we know today, but a similar type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas
Kinda
Eve, spontaneous truce broke out on the Western Front against the orders of High Command, and the British, and the French, and Germany all played soccer together.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
You guys ever see War Horse? Wait, what were you gonna say? It sounds like you.
I was gonna bring up something different, so go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, you're trying to make it through that puppy. Good luck.
Yeah.
Is it a tearjerker?
It's truly about the horse. No. I mean, there are like they have like the movies, they have the moments that are very sweet and will like make you cry and like it's well acted and everything. But you're like, holy fuck. The protagonist is
and
the
some
horse.
of the vignettes are so good, like the older gentleman who like takes care of the horse, and then like the soldiers, like Toby Kebbell's character and stuff. But you just don't need the horse.
No.
The horse, like using that as like the narrative device that like kind of strings everything together. You're just like, no matter how hard I try, I just do not care enough about this horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
And honestly, dude, I'm not gonna lie. There's like the horse gets a friend at one point, and I'm like, wait, which one's the fucking horse I'm supposed to be looking at again?
Right.
And they do like a spot of like, it's like in the kid at the end, spoiler alert. He's like, it has white socks and a white spot on its nose and like blah, blah, blah. And he's been blinded by gas at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And one soldier's like, and the horse is like all covered in mud and stuff because it got out of the barbed wire because a German and an English officer team up to get the horse out, which is a nice display of humanity. And the animal being the most, bringing out the humanity in man. There's something to be said about that. But one of the guys is like, wait, he's muddy. Let's wash him off. They wash off the horse and he's right, and then they let it live, dude. Or they don't sell it. They don't let the guy keep his horse.
That's nice.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
Spielberg, baby.
So you just moved.
Yeah, to Los Feliz.
I don't know if we've talked to you since you moved. How's the new place?
It's great. We love it, man. It's amazing. Got central air, which is huge. It's got a dishwasher. I feel like you try to get. You have your list of things you want.
Mm-hmm.
You probably never all get all. You get there's price, there's amenities, and all those things. You get 2 or 3 of the 5 things, you're happy. And we got, I think, 4 of the things that we wanted.
Wow.
We're paying a little more, but dude, no more Ignacio thinking I'm sneaking into his drilling holes, trying to spy on him, and no more Jerry fucking just drilling cigs, dude, just straight up deleting cigarettes below me and inhaling it. And I'm inhaling that, so that's nice. And it's all redone. Everything's new in there. It's great. The building's quieter. Tons of people have dogs, dude. It's like now we're getting a dog. It's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
Mark my words. I'm saying it now.
What kind you getting?
I like little dogs. Like something I can hold right here, 12 pounds.
Like
just
a football.
Exactly. To just tuck that
High
thing
and tight,
and just do the Heisman pose with it and just get it right in there. I'd love that. But we'll probably want something medium. A big dog would be great, but you got to have a yard for a big dog, which we don't have. We're in a 1-bedroom, but medium dog, something cute, I don't know, rescue. Probably not a puppy, just because it's too much energy and training it and peeing.
Yeah.
Get a nice rescue.
Yeah. It's just tough to get one, It's just tough to find a good one.
Yeah.
They all deserve a home. I just don't know if they deserve mine. Kidding, dude. They're coming after me.
Yeah. How's your private
you gotta watch
space?
out. Yeah. People will come after you. Yeah.
How's your private space?
Oh, it's great.
Do you have like a little
drill
zone,
factory?
Like a drill factory,
Yes.
a desk.
Of course, I have my desk area. That was a huge, not a point of contention, but it was definitely a point of like, when we saw the space, we're like, okay, my Jeff's like, your desk can go here. And in fact, there's another space next to my desk where I can get a little more creative with. Maybe put a bookshelf there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if this Q-Team continues, a piece of home exercising equipment there. Although I don't know if we want that out all the time. But fired up on that, and then So, dude, we actually went on this website called Havenly, and they kind of tell you your style. And I was insulted by my style a little bit. I got coastal preppy, which was sick.
I think that fits.
Well, it's sick to have coastal, but I was like, what's this preppy going on, dude?
You're
like,
preppy, bro.
Fuck, dude. It's just true, dude. That's the thing. That's what hurts so bad about it. I want it like boho classic, like something sick, bohemian yet timeless. And I get fucking coastal preppy, dude. Meanwhile,
But I think being coastal preppy but aspiring, see, they got you right with the archetype, but they didn't add in the dimension of yearning you have to not be that archetype, which I think is what makes it so compelling.
Thank you. And marketable to them, because I will purchase above what I'm able to purchase in order to not be coastal preppy.
Wow.
They will be able to upsell me, and maybe that's part of their
Maybe
algorithm.
that is definitely part of it. They planted that self-loathing in you.
Correct.
To get you to spend outside of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be right. But they nailed my Jeff. She's like, yeah, I love all these type of things. We got matched up with the decorator, but it's going to take forever. So it's a little daunting to have to decorate it all. You know, there's always a project. But it's exciting. So yeah, dude, thank you, man. I'm freaking fired up on it.
Other big news at your new apartment, you got some weights. You got some 12s, right?
It's messed up, dude. I Amazoned those things to my old apartment, dude, after I told you I had 5s. Then I stepped up to 12s because I was looking out for the delivery dude who had to deliver them. I didn't want him hurting his back when he brought those weights. So I was like, I guess I'll just make do with 12s. And then, you know, I work out with you guys. You guys are tossing around 52-pound kettlebells, dude. Like,
Well, you look jacked.
thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. And my cardio is way better. I'm doing more reps with them.
That's good. That's good.
But I do need more power.
No, dude.
There's like something, dude.
I like you the way you are.
Thank you, dude.
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because, dudes, 2020 has been the year of things happening that are completely out of your control. But there is one thing you can control, and that's shaving your bush. Our sponsors at Manscaped are here to remind you to do so. And we're here too, because you don't want to get your bush out of control, and, you know, you want to keep it, you want to flatten the curve of your bush, guys. Flatten that curve. And then you don't want to open it up too quickly. You want to keep it flat. Not trying to get political on the ad, but my bad. I was just thinking of curves and bush, and you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely, dude.
Okay, cool. The Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 is a premium electric trimmer. It's designed to give you a confidence boost through body image. You got ceramic blades, skin-safe technology. It'll reduce nicks or tugs in your fellas down low. That's for show. And it's also waterproof and comes with an LED light so you can manscape in the shower, in the dark, or in a dark shower, whatever floats your dong. They also just released the Shears 2.0 nail kit, which, dudes, I got one in my bathroom. It looks so sleek, so cool. I mean, you got, you know, nail clippers. You got scissors for your nose hair. And you just all kinds of stuff where you're just like, this is so crucial. I knew I needed it. It's a 4-piece nail kit. Yeah, you've got tip tweezers, rounded point scissors, fingernail clippers, a medium grit nail file. You can pluck your eyebrows. You can trim your nails in style. You can find the crop preserver, you know, deodorize your balls, help you tame that summer swamp ass with natural hydrators and antioxidants. And they got the crop reviver, testy toner. It's like having cologne on your freaking nuts. I mean, dudes, Manscaped is just the best company of all time. And we want you guys to enjoy the embarrassment of riches they have, because it's dank. So listeners will get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEPWW at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com. Use code GODEEPWW. It's time to grab 2020 by the horns by shaving that front trunk. All right, back to the show.
Nice.
I'm gonna get ripped. I'm gonna get on steroids, dude. I'll do it.
Some of the guys have been talking about that. Some of the guys on the workout thread are like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna get on steroids," and I'm like, the testosterone's getting too deep. It's getting too hot.
But in Orange County, you can get some doctors who will get you some HGH if you need it.
A lot of dads are on it.
Oh yeah,
a lot of dads are on it.
Well, how long can you stay on it before it fucks you up?
I don't know. I mean, look,
forever.
Yeah.
Till you just drop. Oh, dude, we can't even get fives right now.
We gotta do an error one. We gotta do.
Still good wrist action. It's legit. Dude, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say this. The neck circumferences in Orange County, like the Orange County dad neck circumference, if you add that up, I think you take any little microcosm of any population on this planet, like whatever 100 square miles and anywhere in the planet, you take 100 square miles of South Orange County freaking neck meat, it's the thickest.
Yeah,
You got that Mike Trout neck down there in OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Under Armour polo dad neck, dude.
Yeah.
Big time. Huge.
Burley. Yeah. We know a guy named Burley.
Yeah. One of my favorite things. Best story about him, dude. If you need to know this, obviously he's the SC Sage, nicest guy ever, dude.
Yeah,
like,
wonderful guy.
Like he's an uncle to everyone, you could say. You know, he's just the best. And but one time he was just like, they were all talking out by. We were literally like grilling like wood fire pizzas and like steaks and portobello mushrooms, dude. Just freaking dank bros night, and just having stuff, you know, hot off the grill, different types of grills, and we're just talking about how cold we like shit. And Steve like walks out and he hears us talking about it, and it was an conversation that perked his interest, and he goes, talking to my buddy, he goes, Joey, you've been in my Audi. How cold do I keep the AC, Joey? Joey, how cold do I keep the AC? And Joey's like, it's true. Uncle Steve's AC is very cold in his Audi. And I was like, dude, it was amazing. And it was just so true and like pure. And I was like, but the best part is like all the bros were like, respected, were like, yes. His air conditioning is at full blast at all times.
They
like,
listen.
Dude,
They listen.
Yeah. I don't care if it's raining, dude, and super cold. I don't care if there's like sleet on the windshield. That AC is blasting, dude.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Keep it chill.
Oh, dude, my fucking dog.
Yeah,
dude.
go for it.
Do you have a? Did you designate your drill zone?
Yes, it's the bathroom.
Do you
and
have
my
like,
desk area on my GS out on the run.
You should get like a neon light, you know, like an open sign or something.
Oh.
Or maybe like maybe
On air. Like a recording.
On air, or maybe like in Big Daddy when he has the neon light in his room that says live nudes.
Oh, dude.
Switch that on.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I love that type of decor in my apartment too. Like,
Yeah.
But GFs don't love that type of stuff.
I know.
But if it's small, I can just put it out. Or if it's off, she can't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, dude. But if you get it for me for Christmas, dude, I'll go halvesies on you with this gift for Christmas for me.
I'm gonna give it.
Like, dude, Chad got it for me. I can't not put it up.
And when you're away, I'll install it.
Dude, yes.
So this will be purely on me. Your GF can just blame it all on me, and then she'll know when you're drilling yourself, and she'll be stoked.
Yeah, it's a good form of healthy communication. The boundary will be set.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fire call.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Now I just wait for her to go on a run, dude. She dilly-dallies, but she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a run around 6." I'm like, "Perfect." And then she like wait a little bit or send like another email. I'm like, "It's 6:30. The temperature's." I'll like inform her about the temperature. I'm like, "Hey, it's only 70 degrees right now." I was like, "Perfect for a run." You gonna go for a run? She's like, "Yeah." She left the other day. She's like, "All right, you can jack off now."
Oh, she said that?
Yeah, jokingly, but like seriously jokingly, like
just
in perfect tone.
Just letting you know that she knows.
Yeah, letting me know she knows.
That's sweet though.
It was nice.
Maybe you'll get to a place where she turns on the live nudes light.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Yeah. So when she's gone running, you're...
Oh, dude, that was accurate. That was good, accurate noise. That's a lotion style noise.
Yeah.
This might be too blue, but we've talked about this maybe with Joe. I think we talked about this on comms. I don't really use lotion that much.
Nah, I raw dog it.
Never.
Yeah. I love that. I love that we all have that in common.
We read about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He did a big profile in the New York Times. I don't know how I feel about him still.
I know.
But, I think it's actually good to be in the middle on him, because I think he has too many detractors and he has too many like acolytes. I think he's just, I don't know, to me he's not that interesting to me. He's kind of just like, but the things that he's working on are interesting. But I don't think he's that interesting. He kind of has that thing that Patrice O'Neal said about Seth MacFarlane, where he's like, Seth MacFarlane wants to be bigger than Family Guy. He wants to be more interesting than the stuff he makes. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Elon Musk has a little bit of that. Like I like his ideas, but then he has this, and maybe he needs the self-promotion. Maybe he needs the personality aspects to promote the stuff. But I don't know. I don't think and nothing he says really, I'm like, wow, that's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe he's like, they talk about, is he like, who's the Charles Branson dude, like Virgin Atlantic or whatever? Richard Branson. Mm-hmm. Charles Branson's like the Jack dude from Death Wish, right?
Yeah.
Who's a cool dude. But like, yeah, would Sir Richard Branson, if he came up in the Twitter era, would he be like an Elon Musk or something like that? Or like get the...
Probably, yeah.
Attention, you know? But I do think it's the stuff, it's because he's working on so much like fun sci-fi stuff that's cool, and like he's kind of a go-getter, and like, I don't know, like he's just a high-functioning, high-executing dude that's able to get stuff done, and it's amazing, but it's...
He named his baby X?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I just think he's he's trying to be a troll, but he's not very good at it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just trying to troll people, but it's just like kind of like people are like, what?
Right.
You know?
He's super close with Kanye. That would make sense.
Yeah. I think he just goes on Twitter to try and like fuck with people, but it's like it's not that funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I respect him, you know, and like SpaceX Falcon 9, what up?
Sick.
Neuralink, I don't know how I feel about that. The tunnel project, isn't it? What's it
That
called?
sounds sick.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds
Yeah.
sick.
Which
All
one's
the ideas
Neuralink?
sound good. It's like creating like a thing in our brains that we can simultaneously operate with like computers and stuff like that. It's a way to keep us in front of AI.
Whoa.
I think,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because he's
Yeah.
talking about how people think they're smarter than computers. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm smarter than a computer.
No, I don't think so either. He said people have hubris and they don't think computers can be smarter than them. And I was like, no, I think we're all pretty sure that computers are smarter than
Yeah,
us.
it's like,
Yeah.
I always think a computer is smarter than me.
Yeah.
I did like what he said though about like how he processes all of these like public humiliations that he's been through the last couple of years, like where he got in trouble for like saying he was taking the company private, or for smoking pot on Rogan, or for like the truck not looking right at the presentation. And he said like basically I'm trying to change the world, so any ups and downs are just part of the journey. Like that stuff's just going to happen on my way.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that's a healthy way to look at your life, because especially if you're like, you know, dare mighty things, if you're doing stuff like that, you are going to look like a bozo half the time. So I do like his
Yeah.
mindset. I don't know. There's something about his delivery that I just don't think is very compelling.
But yeah, well, when he talks, it's when you listen to him on Rogan, you're like, what's going on with that speech pattern?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
pauses are so long.
Yeah.
He's like, And I'm like, if you take a 2-minute pause, you better fucking fire out some
Yeah.
really profound shit at the
Yeah.
end.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he'll take a 2-minute pause and be like, it's interesting. I'm not so sure I agree. I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
I'm like, it took like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're on this podcast so I can hear what you just thought about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Articulate that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cooler if he just sort of was like a he just maintained like some sense of mystery. You know, he wasn't on Twitter. He doesn't need to be on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, he's just doing all this cool shit, and people are like, "Who is this man?" And no one really knows.
I know.
Yeah, like if you're sort of like, if you're like the guy who inspired who inspired Tony Stark, be that guy without the ego.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Like, why are you tweeting?
And his tweets cost him money. They cost him $20 million. Like the SEC found him for being like, he's like, I was making a cool like 420 joke or something like that.
Yeah. He said he was going to take the company private at $4.20 a share, and he put $4.20 instead of $4.19 because Grimes likes to smoke pot. They're both weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice they found each other.
I do love
Yeah.
that. I like that she's like, I went through a Wiccan phase. You know, my GF said she wanted to be a witch at some point.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, I love witches.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think because she
Is
saw
that-
Practical Magic.
Does that scare you?
Good movie.
I kind of love it a little bit. But it does
Nice.
scare me. I'm afraid of being cursed. I'm afraid of all that shit.
Why do you
Yeah.
love it?
It's edgy and it's unique and it's something that I don't know much about. Anytime you learn a little something new, like even like that's why you get stoked in a relationship where I'm like, whoa, you get fired up on like cilantro. Like we've been making one pot meals recently, and she's been using a lot of cilantro. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you like cilantro that much. Oh,
Right.
and then a witch. I don't
Yeah.
want to be a witch.
I was talking
More
to
about that.
I was talking to a girl and she was obsessed with trains and train tracks.
That's cool.
Yeah, and she said she used to like whenever she had a tough question that she didn't know the answer to, she'd count the number of cars on the train, and if it was an odd number, it was yes, and if it was an even number, it was no.
Whoa.
Yeah. So when train drove by, she's like, "Is this gonna happen?" And then she'd count the cars. Yeah, and I literally wrote, I was like, "You're interesting."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be so terrified of qualifying for junior lifeguards that I would go outside and shoot basketball hoops, and I'd shoot free throws, and I'd tell myself, I need to try making these, and if I make like 8 of 10, I'll pass the junior lifeguard swim test. If I don't, but really I just need to go like do it, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting though.
I was like,
Fucking
Bree is into mushrooms.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to have
It's
an
really
interest
cool.
or a hobby.
Yeah.
They are really interesting mushrooms too. Like the way
Yeah.
that she said that they like can speak to all the different plants and growth in whatever area they're occupying, and they can communicate which things need like more nourishment,
Mhm.
more like food or sun or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like that she thinks they're aliens, or she suggested that some people think they're aliens.
Dude, there's alien shit. Think about the bottom of the ocean, dude. We don't even know what's going on down at the
Right.
very depths of our ocean.
Yeah.
There's another planet down there.
It's space.
Yeah.
We know more about space apparently. which I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Because we don't know
there's
how
way
much we
more
don't know
space.
about space.
Yeah, it's infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
It is cool to be like, we know more about space than we do about the ocean. You're like, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're indulging your first marijuana experience and you're a little uptight because it might give you some anxiety. I remember I smoked one time with JT and like we love each other and like literally halfway through I was like, do you guys even like me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you guys are all my friends. Do you guys like me?
Mm-hmm.
Have that statement that JT just said in your back pocket ready to go. It's gonna help loosen things up.
What's that?
Dude, do you know that we know less about our ocean than we do about space?
Oh, right.
Just say that.
Yeah.
That's Chad, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I hijacked that from you.
I remember when we were smoking pot that day, Farag kept going, rip it, rip it, rip it. And I was like, you sound like a frog. Rip it.
Oh, yeah.
Rip it. You had a really good joke, too. I forget what it was.
Fuck.
You had such a funny joke, but I forget what it was. It was like 10 years ago.
That was. I remember we always used to talk about this moment that was legendary when Nuccio apparently exhaled in your dad's face, like opened the balcony door and just exhaled and went fat.
Yeah.
But it was fake. That never happened.
No, he didn't say fat. He was my dad's. We were having a party and Anthony was smoking pot on my brother's like little balcony thing, and he was like kind of holding court with a bunch of people, and he took a big rip, and as he exhaled, my dad was there. And then we just added that when Anthony saw my dad, he went, fat. But he didn't actually say that. But it'd be really funny if he did.
It'd be amazing if he did. It'd be so genius.
I remember our friend Jason, though, when we were all smoking, was like upset with the weed we had. And then he took a rip, and then he went, now that's what weed's supposed to taste like. And was like really emphatic about it. I was like, shut up, dork. And then he got really sad because he had a little piece, and when you tried to light it, it would like, you'd kind of get burnt. And so we were like, hey, I don't like smoking out of that piece. And its name, everyone names that stuff. He called it Poseidon. And he got really quiet. And we're like, Jason, what's wrong? He's like, you're all just going to sit here and disrespect Poseidon? How many times has Poseidon smoked you guys out? And he was like really hurt that we were insulting his piece. Yeah,
That's
we were
amazing.
like, dude, it's not personal, bro. It's not personal at all. Yeah.
He's a sensitive guy, dude.
Dude, we also read about avocados. Students have developed a device that can detect an avocado's ripeness. Now, this is very particular to the squad because we've described Stoke as a ripe avocado, and I think that's because it's such a transient moment and it's so hard to detect. And it's kind of like Stoke, where it just happens and it's magical. But now it seems like the magic can be predicted. And the benefits of this is that 40% of all food in the U.S. goes uneaten. That means Americans throw away 165 billion worth of food that could have been used to make more than 58 trillion meals, according to the National Resource Defense Council. And a big percentage of that is because at stores, we love looking at big produce sections, so they put more food out there so it looks more robust and exciting when you walk by it, but that actually creates more food that gets thrown away.
Yeah.
But maybe thanks to this device, no longer.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like it's the idea of having a stocked pantry, stocked fridge. It's like you need it to be like you can't. I think people have a hard time of like eating everything down until it's done and then refilling it.
Yeah.
You just always gotta keep it stocked, and then stuff goes to waste, and then you're done.
Yeah, we really love it when it's like stocked. We're like, oh, this is like when you open someone's fridge and it's full. You're like, this is it makes you feel so good. Yeah.
Look at all that cereal, Nutri-Grain bars, bacon, beef jerky. It's like, how much of that are you actually gonna eat?
Not all of it. No way.
No
chance.
No shot.
Yeah.
Especially if it's carbs.
Toast.
Done.
And there's probably no worse food to waste than an avocado.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, it's like nature's balls.
So true. I feel like you found your path, dude. You're activists, both of you guys raising awareness, legit legends. But honestly, if you went the corporate route, you could have just worked for like Ralph's or Albertson or Vaughn's and just been a strictly avocado, like, I could just see that as a path for you.
Dude.
You could call your dad and be like, Dad, I found my path, dude.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah. It's a hands-on job. Honestly, I feel like you can eyeball an avocado and just know.
Dude, if I could operate a forklift carrying a box of avocados, I mean, yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Be sick.
That'd be so sick.
Or scissor lift.
Ooh.
Oh,
You know those ones? Get you 50 feet up in the air, and then you just say, let them eat avocados. You drop them out onto,
that'd be amazing.
you know.
Those are the ones that like their high school football games. that
Yeah.
film? Yeah. Fuck.
Do you think you can?
It's so nice.
Have you ever tried to drill yourself with avocado?
Whoa, I've thought about it, but I haven't tried it.
I heard that's going to be in the Call Me By Your Name sequel. Yeah. He's going to jizz pop an avocado. Because in Call Me By Your Name, he does a peach. And then the other guy eats the peach, and then they go for a fucking nice bike ride.
Very nice.
Yeah. But then my problem with that movie, it wasn't gay enough.
Really?
They show heterosexual penetration, but they don't show any gay penetration. And I'm
Wait.
like, and this is the gay movie?
Do they literally like zoom in on penetration?
No, but he's on top of a girl gyrating, and they're
Okay.
naked. Yeah, but you don't see any, there's no like...
That'd be like
that's
NC-17.
porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to do that in movies more. I think actually sex scenes in movies have become more muted because now like porn is, it's like specialization. You know, that's inevitably where capitalism takes us. My second ref towards that. And then I think we've just specialized in all in porn. So now movies are a little more tame with their sex because we don't need them for that anymore.
There's an outlet.
Yeah.
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 I honestly wish we could go back in time to, like, porn is kind of a rarity, you know? So when you see boobs in a movie, you get, I mean, I actually, you know, I don't know. I think I classify them differently in my brain. You know, when you see porn, it's like you're desensitized to it. But when you see boobs in a movie,
It's more exciting.
yeah, it's like more like, all right, this is a real treat. This isn't like
Yeah.
I kind of worked for this, even though I just sat on the couch.
100%.
True.
That's what I liked about Game of Thrones, even though if you like probably added up screen time, there's guaranteed way more female, like full frontal nudity and whatever. But I like that they're showing dong.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
when it's balanced. And honestly, I'd like to see a little bit of dong. The
Yeah.
actor's going to drop it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, like when Michael Fassbender did it, I was like, yeah, he's a real actor.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows commitment to the craft, especially if you do it in a movie that's like pretty highbrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Viggo
100%.
Mortensen in Eastern Promises.
One of the best, literally,
One of the best scenes.
it should be required watching for everybody. It's one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life.
I wonder what it was like on set that day. Because
Yeah.
it's such a wild scene too. Like he's fighting two guys to the death and his dick's out. And it's like, you probably got to shoot that 25 times from like a million different angles. And so like he's probably putting on a robe between takes. They're like, how do you feel? He's like, I just need a banana or something.
Yeah.
And then they keep churning.
He's talking
Yeah.
to the stunt coordinator who's just like heavy eye contact, like locker room style eye contact. Like, all right, so when you come in, he's going to come over you like that. Just, you know, slip it and then get up there and get the 2 ab shots in. And then you're going to do a tuck roll into the shower.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like the steam room or something.
He's a pro. And I wonder, like, Viggo's such an artist. I'm sure that was a big part of what drew him to the part. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's weird. David
Yeah.
Cronenberg's a weird guy. One of the weirdest directors ever.
Very.
What else has Cronenberg done?
Dead Ringers, The
Fly.
Fly,
Fly weird.
A
Dead
History of
Zone.
Violence, Dead Zone,
History of violence.
History of the Staircase, more like it.
Existence, that weird movie with Jude Law, Crash, not the race
Yeah.
one, but this one where people get off on car accidents,
Yeah.
which is very provocative.
Yeah.
Do you think actors ever say to their agents, like, I want to find me a script where I drop dong?
Yeah, I think they do.
Who do you think has said that?
Fassbender, because he's got a big piece.
Mm.
Yeah. George Clooney famously said, what do you golf with your hands behind your back, Mike?
Yeah.
When he won the Golden Globe, and they were both nominated. Yeah.
It's a great line.
Speaking of artists, a 4-year-old landed a book deal for his astonishing poetry. Nadim Shama Sorjan's words, evoking a whole world of hugs, were spotted by a writer, Kate Clancy, who,
I was just
I guess
being
you
divisive.
said, Strider, is is helping a lot of kids get known for their stuff.
I think it's a new project she's doing. I just clicked on her name on the article, and she's like, oh, she wants this new initiative of kids' voices, and she wants them. And it's a nice thing, but it's like she thinks it's important for kids to have their, voices heard and their words heard, and it's an interesting. Now we always really have with words and poetry that's been around forever, but like to capture the 4-year-old experience, I guess. And this kid does a good job of saying what it's like to be a 4-year-old.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's important to capture the childlike wonder and mindset, and to really capture it authentically from a 4-year-old. I think it's so. Because I feel like a lot of us want to get back to that place a little bit. So to read some poetry of an actual mind like that could be pretty valuable.
Yeah, Kanye said he was like, with each album, he's trying to get younger. He was like, I was like 10 with this one. I want to be 7 with this one and like 4 with the next one. Yeah.
So is he running for like student council?
Yeah, instead of president? That'd be interesting. If he was like, yo, I'm going to be president of Santa Margarita High School. Yeah. I'd be like, maybe he should. That would be a good position for him. Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be sick, dude. The rallies would be amazing. Yeah. The music would be amazing.
You know what's interesting about high school elections? People always think the popular person wins, and that often does happen. But oftentimes, the popular person loses because they kind of go into the election feeling confident, and they don't know how to put themselves out there or put their story into the speech, like put their own identity into the speech. And then you'll get like a theater kid who's a little more unknown, but knows how to like cultivate a perspective and a story, and they'll be like, look, I know I'm not the most popular guy here. Like, who here is a football fan? Everyone raises their hand. And he's like, so yeah, obviously you're going to vote for, you know, the wide receiver I'm running against, but I mean, who here is a theater fan? No one raises their hand. He's like, all right, so I'm not going to win on popularity. Boom, right there, he's got you. Yep. Now you're on board. Yep. Yeah. Now you're voting for him. Yep. Yeah, you got to tell a story.
Yeah. And that's important, and it's more difficult to do.
If you're cool.
And it's very difficult to do if you're, because it's, you know, it's aiming down at telling his story. So you got to find a way to like find his weakness, which is, I think, is so much of politics, where it's like, in any debate, if you can tell your opponent's story for them, or, you know, just go ahead and label it for them, even if it's wrong or erroneous, and get people to believe it.
8 Mile.
You got him. Yeah, 8 Mile. Yeah, he does it.
Yeah.
Your name is Chester, and you went to private school, and you have parents who love you. Boom, dude. You're toast.
And Clarence's parents have a real nice marriage. Yeah.
And you're supposed to be this edgy dude, and you're living in a, you know. Yeah. It's about authenticity, dude. Yeah. Great movie, fucking 8 Mile.
One of the best movies ever. Yeah. Like a sports movie.
We caught our buddy one time, and I won't say his name to preserve his integrity, dude, because he's a chill dude. After 8 Mile came out, dude, he had a brand new spiral bound notebook, bro. Brand new, dude, tons of space in it. And he was writing lyrics sideways in it one time in our basketball team bus. I saw him doing that. So he just knew he had this fantasy in his head where we were going to be going to a game in the bus, because Eminem rides the actual bus because he can't afford it in the movie. And he pulled out a spiral bound notebook and started writing lyrics sideways in a fucking brand new notebook that had plenty of space to write lyrics horizontal, dude.
Yeah.
Saw him, dude. I go, what are you doing, dude? You nerd. His lyrics were good, though. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if his lyrics were good.
Yeah, you could have destroyed a future rapper.
I know. I feel bad.
These are some of the 4-year-olds' poems. This is Coming Home. Take our gloves off. Take our shoes off. Put them where they're supposed to go. You take off your brave feeling, because there's nothing to be scared of in the house. Then he has this one called Baddies, which is about the inner life of villains. Baddies love their baddie friends, even very baddie ones. Policemen might arrest them, but they'll still have their love. I don't know. Is that good? I think it's good.
I don't know.
You not sold?
I have to read it again, I guess.
I think that's the problem with modern poetry. It's so difficult to, because poetry now is so free verse, where it's like, okay, a haiku or even like a limerick has like structure and stuff too. I think, or like at least there's craft that I can understand. Maybe this is so far above beyond what I can understand, so I can't truly appreciate it. This is from a 4-year-old. Yeah. But like, I don't know, free verse poetry is difficult for me to. Some of them are amazing, but
yeah. Well, sometimes I read poetry and I'm like, you're full of shit.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's like, you think you're being deep, but this is all horseshit.
Right.
I'm going to say that to that 4-year-old when I see him. No,
I'll buy his book and wipe my butt with it.
Yeah, that's as someone who's got a child on the way, that's the one thing I am not looking forward to, is having to look at their art and be like, yeah, that's great, even though it sucks.
Right. Yeah. My friend DC, Dan Collins, he said to his dad, when he used to bring him home like artwork, he'd be like, Dad, how is this? He's like, it's pretty good for a 3rd grader. It's good for a 3rd grader.
Sure. I could see Aaron be like, Daddy, what do you think? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, 100%. Aaron keeps it honest, dude. It's okay.
Well, that's what Aaron, when Aaron laughs or when Aaron like gives a compliment, you know it's for real.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no horsing around.
Yeah.
Guys, should we answer some? Oh, do you want to do an ad first, Chad?
Oh yeah. When's this coming out? Tomorrow?
No,
I mean next week.
Yep, next Wednesday.
It's a nice Pinot, dude.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
I got it from John and Vinny's.
They're the best.
Yeah, they're rock solid. I keep fucking knocking it over.
That's all right. You corked it. It's
Yeah.
okay. True story.
I gotta pee real quick.
Do it, dog.
Yeah.
Just chill.
It's going to be fun hopping on the sticks later tonight. I love it. I've been playing bad lately, though.
No, you haven't. Really?
Or, I mean, we just haven't been getting wins.
We had a great win with Greg, though, like a week ago.
That was so fun at airport. We did not belong winning that game, dude.
That's what felt so good about it, right?
I buy cluster strikes instead of UAVs now.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I like getting them.
A little more aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm. I feel like they really help you in Final Circle. If you get that far, you can really, if you need to make a push in a direction that might be really difficult otherwise, you can get it done. Dude, I'm looking forward to this weekend, man.
Me too.
It's gonna be nice to get out of LA.
And then are you guys staying Friday and Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
Dude, you got to come over to Joe's on Saturday after we golf.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Rage by the pool.
Are you going to
I want
Where
to
are you
invite
staying?
everyone. I'm staying at Joe's. If it was my place, I'd be inviting everyone. But
Oh, Joe
can't
has
invite
a
everyone.
Joe has a spot?
Yeah, he got an Airbnb. It's nice. I know. I want you to come out, Chad. I want you there.
Dude, I love Palm Springs.
I mean, if you come out
It
in the
is
afternoon on
nice.
Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Yeah.
You know?
I love the desert.
I like the desert too. It's gonna be hot as fuck though. It's summer desert time. Usually you go to the desert in like
It's gonna be in the
fall.
hundos. Yeah.
But we're playing early. We're playing at 8. We're playing about as late as you'd want to go out.
You playing golf?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're playing 8 a.m.?
8:20.
Damn.
We have to. Otherwise, you can't do it.
Because you just burn up?
Mm-hmm. Or
Are
you
we,
got-
are we playing 9 or 18?
Well, 18 is the plan, but if we need a bail, we can bail.
Are you getting a Airbnb?
Yeah, I got one. And it just happened to be the same time that Joe is going to be out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Joe invited me on a whim, and then I was like, oh man, I
That's
hope he's
awesome.
not regretting it. He seems like he's stoked on it.
That's great. You got tested, though.
Yeah,
you can go
I
in
told
there
him I'd get
pretty
tested.
confidently. Yeah.
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 And then if we gave something to you, you wouldn't even be contagious by the time you're out there.
Yeah, no, I think you guys have been good, dude.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, let's answer some cues.
Fuck yes.
Start off with this one.
Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Get
Thank
it.
you, dude.
Legend. Oh, I can't believe you can hold it. Dude, Chad's face is you, dude. That was the best.
I don't know if I have to fully.
You gotta look at the light. You ever do that trick? You look at the sun when you have to sneeze?
I've heard that it helps.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start it off, guys. All right, this is from Karen. Do a show on dating and why my kids thought I was a racist. Because on my profile, I said, please don't contact me if you any color except white. I said, not racist, just don't want to waste a dude's time or mine. Hate time wasting, life is short. You guys are great, keep up the great work.
What?
She says that her kids think she's racist because on her profile, she put, don't contact me if you any color except white. And she says she's not white. She said she's not racist. She says she just doesn't waste anyone's time. But I mean, you are being prejudiced because you're not liking people based on the color of their skin.
Yeah, why even put that out there?
Yeah.
Good on the kids for saying something. I'm like, in her head, is she justified? This is literally me trying to crawl around in her weird headspace. But like, is she saying that she needs a white person for her product to look good because only like that's gonna what the culture wants to see or something right now? Or like,
I think she's only. I mean, I don't know why she's only interested in white men, but she's only interested in white men. Yeah. I think, or yeah, if you're any color except white, yeah, so only white men.
And it's
Yeah.
a dating thing, or is it a advertising or like a
No, it's a
business?
no, it's her dating profile.
Yeah, why would you? Okay, then what I just said is totally null and void. Yeah, no. What the hell is she doing, dude? Good on her kids for calling her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take that off.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to waste anyone's time. Like, it.
You're wasting other people's time. It's like if you're on a dating app, you're wasting. Like, invariably that'll happen. You'll waste people's times. You know,
Yeah.
because you'll talk to someone. I mean, I've had girls like I've messaged a girl, seen her like almost type a response,
Yeah.
and then just decide not to. Like
Yeah.
we're all hanging on the edge of continuing on and trying to get to know someone or pulling back. And
Yeah.
invariably in that you're gonna waste people's times or give them expectations. It's just the way it goes.
If you had to say I'm not being racist,
you're being racist.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for telling me what you don't want on your dating profile. That makes me want to date you so I can hear about more stuff you don't want.
Yeah, as a white guy, if a girl on her dating profile is like, no black guys, please, I'm like, skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to date someone like
no.
that. Yeah.
Put what you do want. I want a guy who hates change. I want a guy who,
Right. Yeah, make it more subtle. Be like, hey, if you want to keep up the Confederate statues, swipe right.
Yeah, I love Robert E. Lee's strategy. I love that stuff. I love, the history, specifically 1800s, America. Yeah.
Right.
At least get creative with your racism.
And the oldest thing in the world, don't knock it till you try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sup, boys? Got a real hypothetical for y'all. The crew is debating about last night over some beers. Say Joe's on Tinder and he's got his range set to 20 miles in search of the perfect gal who rocks Chirac beanies and swipes right on a lovely lady 20 miles away. But say that Bears Levin Dream Girl only has her range set to 10 miles. Is the possibility of them matching even theoretically possible, given that Joe does not appear within her range? Is Big Joe Hogg just uselessly wasting his time swiping on profiles that will never concurrently appear in his radius because Joe is outside of their own? Wrap your heads around that situation. Get back to me. Much love from Virginia Beach.
Dude, I mean, you make a fair point, but I think you're going too deep into it, Joe's spreading a wide net, and he can't think about the possibility that someone's only doing a 10-mile range.
Right.
Go those 20 miles, Joe. Plus, 10 miles, that's going to reach him because his dong is approximately 10 miles long.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point. And all you can control is what you can control. You can't control how anyone else is going to set their range.
Mm-hmm.
Joe casts his net. If there's lovely ladies swimming in it, they're going to become in contact and maybe love will spark.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, that's interesting too. I never even thought about that. But I actually do think whatever your range is set at supersedes the other person's range if you're willing to drive to what their range is. But I don't know that for sure, but I only say that because my range was set to like 100 miles when I was at my horniest, and I can't imagine the people I was matching with in like Nevada had the same range that I did.
That might get you to Nevada. That gets you to past Santa Barbara, get you to like
Napa,
San Jose, or not quite Napa. That gets you to like San Jose, and it gets you.
And by the way, we're
TJ.
exaggerating. We know our distances. I don't want guys to think we don't know distance.
We know distance.
I know distance. I know where 100 miles will get you, and I know where it won't get you, all right? I've done a lot of driving. Thank you.
When I'm driving and I got people in the car with me, if I'm lost, I say, this place sure changed, and I turn around and go back home. I act like I didn't want to be there.
Dude, big time move.
Mm-hmm.
Big time move.
Mm-hmm.
Just commit to being correct.
If I didn't say someone was the navigator and I'm driving, I go, this was your responsibility. You're the navigator. It's on you, not me.
That's awesome.
Done.
Deflect.
Yep.
Deflect.
Send it to them, go to an In-N-Out drive-through, head home.
I get loud.
Smart.
I'm right.
Yep.
I'm right. Even if I'm wrong, I get louder. I'm right. And I cut the conversation off.
Mm-hmm.
I cut the nuts off of the conversation.
My go-to phrase, no chance.
Dude,
no chance.
Tell him what your dad said about violence.
Oh, yeah, dude. My dad, this is a great quote, and he would use it in context for everything. You'd see something in the news, like there's an argument between two people, or even between me and my brother. I'd be like, oh, dude, Andrew came down, like, punched me in the shoulder because I used his bike, and, like, he didn't tell me I should use the bike. And he's like, well, violence solves everything. It's literally all he would say. He goes, two people are arguing this. He goes, yeah, violence solves everything. That's the only answer. Someone's giving you shit. It's back and forth. Sure, you can go ahead. You can give this or give that. The only true correction is going to be violence. Amazing story. The guy's unbelievable, dude.
What up, Chad and JT? Huge fan of the pod. I go to business school in North Carolina, and there are a lot of toxic bros in my program who've been killing my stoke. Not only that, they walk around without their masks on. I don't want to be rude or anything, but there is a global pandemic going on right now. What should I do to show them the light? Thanks, Jerry.
That's tough, dude. I mean, it's tough to tell people to do things they don't want to do, which is what we've learned in the past 3 weeks. But, I found that if you lead with stoke, you set an example, you hold your ground, you're going to inspire other bros to do the same. Because if you're rocking a mask, there's going to be some dudes out there who are on the fence. And they're like, I don't know if I want to wear a mask. I feel kind of weird because there's lots of bros who aren't wearing masks. But if you're standing strong and you're rocking that mask, then you're going to inspire other dudes who are on the fence to do the same. So I would say, you know, and also, you know, we are in a pandemic. So if people get in your space and they're not rocking a mask, say, dude, back up.
Back up.
Back up.
Should we practice that right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be one of the toxic bros. Hey, what up, dude?
Dude, back
You
up.
got a rubber I could borrow?
Can you back up a little bit?
I need a rubber.
6 feet, dude.
Oh, my bad, dog. Do you have a rubber I could borrow?
I have a rubber for your face.
Will that keep a girl from getting pregnant?
It'll keep you from getting coronavirus, sir.
Dude, you're a responsible, mature bro, dude. I'm glad you're in this house.
Of course, dude. Thank you.
For sure. Thanks, bro.
That's fucking amazing.
That was beautiful.
It happens like that all the time.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People don't think it works like that. It can work like that. It does work like that. It will work like that.
Yeah. That was great.
That's amazing, dude. That was beautiful.
Speaking specifically to the toxicity of the bros, too, something you can do, show them art. Art can change people's minds. You know, me and Chad always talk about, like Roger Ebert said, film is a vehicle for empathy, puts you in another person's shoes that you wouldn't ordinarily walk in their shoes. You throw on some Moonlight, you throw on some sensitive, you know, Squid and the Whale, you throw on some Thelma and Louise, you throw on just good ass movies that come from, you know, maybe some foreign films, you know, little Y Tu Mama Tambien.
Hell
just
yes.
Open up some domes, dude. And then and then maybe throw Outbreak at the end so we can circle back to the pandemic.
Good call.
And then maybe a little Contagion.
And I think Contagion will really...
Contagion.
I watched Outbreak and I was like, you know, knowing what we know now, I'm like, these guys know nothing about pandemics.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D. Hoff, though, bro.
He's great in it. And it's a little different. It's like different, you know,
Yeah.
Outbreak's novelty.
They got to find the monkey.
Yeah, you got to get that monkey.
Yeah.
But Contagion's literally just like kind of like watching what we were going through in March. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, that was a beautiful example you guys led by. And you know what? You tapped into something, Chad, by saying leading by example that JT and I were talking about when we were, JT was hitting the bells and I was just doing some dumbbells the other day in an outdoor workout. And we were talking about leading by example. And it's like, we used this sort of party analogy where I'm like, you know, you can't tell someone to wear a mask. I can't tell someone I'm going to have a party. Oh, dude, come to my party. I'm going to have so many good beers there, like light beers and like heavier beers and like hard A. And like I play good music at my party. Like, trust me, dude, my music is sick at my party. Like, it's amazing. But no, if you start partying and you start just listening to the music you like listening to and playing the brew games you like playing, people are going to see that and they're going to be like, I want to fucking party like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're wearing a mask, you're doing it right, you're distancing, you're setting your boundaries, people are going to be like, all right, that's fucking tight, dude. And maybe I want to be a part of that. So
That's what's up.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
And dude, you know, it's a movie that these dudes should watch is Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Oh, I
I gotta
wanna watch
watch that. Dude, I'm gonna watch that this week. That's what's up, dude. That's on the
Are
list.
you gonna watch that with your lady?
Yes.
I think my GF already watched it alone, which I might have been gaming. She's been crushing movies alone. Dude, you got 2 fire movies to watch with this girl, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Palm Springs while we're in Palm Springs.
Palm Springs is
Fire.
good. I loved it.
Yeah,
Fun.
I'm pumped.
Did you know anything about it going in?
No.
Neither did I. And I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, and it was fun to watch because I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
It's
that.
got
I love a
fun
big
what
what.
factor.
Yeah.
A big what is huge.
Yeah.
Aaron, did you see it?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, you got
dude.
you gotta watch,
Aaron,
dude.
What's your excuse,
dude?
dude?
What are you
Behind
doing,
the cultural
dude?
8 ball, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Where were you at? Five Guys?
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Aaron. Oh,
Sorry, dude.
Oh, dude.
My bad,
Aaron.
I was watching Showgirls.
Oh, dude.
that's good.
Aaron,
Good
yeah.
movie,
Dude,
dude.
that's sick, dude.
Fire, bro.
tight.
Hell
Smart,
yeah,
dude.
dude. Aaron, yeah, what up, dude? Hell yeah.
Nice.
Schmoll Dog. What's up, bros? Hope you're keeping safe during these precarious times. I'll get straight to it. So my mom is visiting me here in Cali from NYC. It's cool and all to see her as it's been a while, but she brought her dog, K9, who happens to be a total schmoll dog. I love dogs and all, but I've never met one quite like this. There's legit something up in his dome. He's basically going full tilt 24/7. He can't ever just chill. Damn, dude. He's one of those little white fluff dogs that usually make a good companion lap dog, which is what my mom originally appropriately wanted. He's also always horny. His dong is always out of his dong sheath. It's hard to just chill and watch a movie because Finn is on a perpetual mission to get his dick wet. Please help, SC.
Sounds like this dog's a Bichon, dude. You know, like a little white fluffy dog. I had a Bichon that was a female, and it still humped, and it was spayed. So what I would do, honestly, like literally you'd get up from the couch, like you put your arm down to get up from the couch, the dog would see your arm, dude, latch on and immediately just start drilling your arm. And it was a female, dude. So I think those dogs have a heavy sex drive. Just maybe, you know, give it a little pillow or a little something that it can drill, you know, with its red rocket. And then go play with it as much as you can. I mean, you got to give that dog a little bit of energy, tire it out. So this way, when you're watching a movie in the evening, it's not going to have too much energy. But those little dogs have a lot of energy, dude. It's just the way they're built.
Yeah, and also I would, you know, try not to, you know, try and grill up this beef and eat it with this dog. I mean,
yep.
Wait, the things that you're describing sound kind of hilarious. Like it's red rockets always out. He's just humping nonstop. I mean, that's the funniest. Dog humping is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, like change your perspective on it.
Yeah,
I mean, be fired up on it. Be proud of that dog. Yeah.
Yeah, just be like, dude, you're hilarious. And he's like, fuck, I know, dude.
Yeah.
Open an Instagram account for this dog, like whatever its name is, Humps.
Good call.
Finn Humps, dude.
Humps.
Called like Finn Virility 24/7. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And then let the dog inspire you too. Like there's stuff the dog can learn from you, but there's stuff you can learn from that dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way the dog's open about having its fucking red rocket out and about just humping away and like showing what it's attracted to, which, you know, takes a fair amount of vulnerability. Like you should learn from that. You know what I mean? Not to do that, but to like take that spirit.
That's a good point. What's making that little dog horny? You know, like it might not just be treats. It might be whatever movie you're watching. Like, are you watching freaking, you know, something romantic like Before Sunrise or something like that? That's gonna make that dog want to hump.
Yeah.
Dogs are, dude,
and the dog's looking at Vienna and it's like, what is this city?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is this majestic, you know, is there water in Vienna?
There's some dank fountains and shit for sure. I know that.
Is there a river that runs through Vienna?
Oh, there probably is. I think there is, dude.
Yeah.
It's in Austria. I've been to Vienna, dude. Luckily, fortunately, but
I want to go.
The Danube?
It's nice.
Through there?
Yeah, it might be the Danube.
I want to get a beer in like Germany.
It's so nice, dude. I had one. That's what that
The Danube, dude. Fire call, dude.
Nice.
To say nothing of the Donau Canal.
Yeah, dude, that freaking little Bichon looking at the Danube, dude, it's going, I want to go down there. I want to waltz with some.
It wants to be
waltz.
in that water.
Yeah.
Dude, I would
spritz.
And I would, you know, maybe modify your approach to the dog because you're coming at the dog right now. It sounds like with low stoke and like,
high judgment.
Yeah, my GF's parents, their dog is very like temperamental. You know, like it'll freak out easily. You know, when it sees new people, it freaks.
Right.
And they're like, you don't even want to go near Lizzie. You know, she's gonna freak out on you. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave full love, full stoke. She loves me. And they're like, how is Lizzie like? How are you like the only person that Lizzie will like snuggle with? I'm like, full stoke.
Yeah.
Full love. So if you have that energy within you, where you're just like, I'm all love, that's gonna affect the dog in a positive way.
Yeah.
And the dog's out of its environment, like you said. And sometimes anxiety and horniness are linked. So the dog might be extra anxious, therefore extra horny, dude.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not aggressive. Horniness is a nice, you know, if it's a little 10-pound animal, not that, you know, crazy of a trait to have. You know, luckily it's not biting or, you know, barking all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what makes a situation that you're not fond of more easy to deal with? If you do it with homies. And you got to be careful with that, you know, in the time of Corona. But like maybe you invite over a lady you like and you guys do some outdoor social distancing date hang, and then you and her both observe the dog and laugh at how cuckoo bananas it is. And then all of a sudden this is something that's bonding you, and now you're reframing the way you think about the dog. It's not just, you know, this nuisance. Now it's an agent for you to get closer to other people. Yeah.
That's a great call. That's a great
You
call.
invite over like 7 homies, y'all get distanced up, y'all masked up, and then you just watch the dog hump. I mean, my friends, we used to watch my dog hump constantly. It was like one of the go-tos in our social life, was just watching Taz go to town on one of our butts.
Yep.
Clothed.
It was the best.
Clothed.
Yeah, he was always clothed. And he was still able to, excuse me, pardon the French, jizz.
Yeah, he jizzed on me.
Despite the fact that he was neutered.
Yeah, he had no balls and he jizzed on me.
He defied science, dude.
You a beast,
his
Taz.
horniness was more powerful than
Rest
science.
in power, Taz. Yeah.
He was,
Dude, how big was his load?
I don't know.
Fat. Peter North. Peter
Wow.
North of dog loads.
Whoa.
Taz Bo. What up, Council? First, I just want to say you guys are national treasures. When it's all said and done, I have no doubt you guys will have the Presidential Medal of Freedom hanging from your necks and a Nobel Peace Prize sitting in your trophy collection.
Thank you.
Wow, dude.
Legend.
And if the state of California can just bone up and unite, a statue of each of you will be erected alongside the great Paul Walker. Oh, man.
Wow, dude.
That's really nice. Anyways, I apologize if my questions are all over the place. I just really need your wisdom. I just turned 27 recently, and I'm on my 12th wave of quarter-life crisis. My first question is, have you guys ever gone through something like this, and how do you deal with it? I'm definitely not saying my life is terrible or anything like that. I have a decent 9-to-5 job. I hang out with my dogs on the weekends. I have an actual dog, a 1-year-old corgi that is an absolute sweetheart, and I like to keep my body in a solid above average shape. So yeah, I'm not saying I hate my life. It's just I thought I would be doing bigger and better things at this age. There's also the lack of a GF. My last real relation was back in senior year of high school. I had a handful of flings and casual ventures in college and post-college, but nothing serious or official came about it. I try not to let it get to me, but it's starting to affect my self-confidence, which then makes the situation worse, because girls sense the lack of confidence, which turns them off, and then just perpetuates this loop of non-stokedness. You guys seem like confident, self-assured fellas. My second question is, how did you get to that level, and what are some go-to confidence boosters you guys have? And my last question is how to do with conversations. You guys are elite-level conversationalists. I feel like y'all could keep the conversation going with each other and with other guests for hours and hours. I'm trying to get to that level. My question is, do you guys have a certain mindset going to conversations? Is it like a conscious thing, or do you just let it flow off the top? Thanks again for taking the time to read. Do you guys want to like break this up into bits? Because you got a lot of cues in here, but I think they're all valuable. So his first thing is, have you guys ever been through something like a quarter-life crisis?
Yeah, I first thing I noticed is he has a mindset focused on lack. You know, it's like focus on what he doesn't have. And you can't think that way. You can't focus on what you don't have, because you got to take a step back and think about what you do have. And, you know, every morning think about that. Think about what you're grateful for in your life, and you'll realize how much you do have. You know, and life is just a constant work in progress. So be grateful for what you do have, and that's gonna like transform your energy to sort of it's gonna make you happier. It's gonna make you sort of see the universe as a place of abundance, which it is. Like, you will get a GF, you will get a promotion. You have excellent times ahead of you. So, you know, don't worry about what you don't have. Be appreciative of what you do have right now, but also have the mindset of everything that you do in your life moves it forward. So sort of have that where you're like try to think every decision, but also have your relaxation. But try to think every decision, I'm like, okay, is this moving me forwards or backwards? Is this moving me towards what I want or not? And I think that's a good approach to take.
For sure.
Or, I mean, as far as the conversation standpoint, dude, I mean, we're all best bros talking on a podcast, and we have like JT sends articles to talk about, so we know what we're going on. So a little compare and despair there. I've been in plenty of conversations that have gone nowhere.
It's edited too.
Yeah, so don't compare yourself to the pod or whatever. Like, dude, it sounds like, you're an interesting guy. You'll have fun things to talk about. And it sounds like maybe you're 27. Maybe you graduated college, 21, 22. You started out doing a job. You weren't that fired up on it. And so now you're thinking, what's the next step? Yeah, baby, line it up. Let's go. Fuck yeah. My dog's pouring me some wine right now in case you're just listening and not watching on YouTube. So I'm fired up on that. But yeah, dude, I think Chad nailed it, dude. You have things that are of value, and maybe you want to be more conversationalist. I mean, dude, don't be afraid of like joining Toastmasters, which is like this thing that, you know, it sounds lame, but like they work on public speaking if that's something that's into you, dude. You know, and that could be even a fun hobby or a fun group to get on. Like Aaron plays softball and crushes it. You know, you join a softball team, you do something fun, and the more you do that interests you genuinely is going to lead to a GF. JT was talking about this lady that's into trains. Like, trains, it makes me think of a grandpa or a dad, but then you think of like someone who's passionate about it, you can make anything sound cool. Like a dank movie like Cedar Rapids, where Ed Helms talks about being an insurance agent. It makes it cool. Like, whatever you're into, if you're passionate about it, that's great. So, and you know, finding your passion is tough sometimes, and don't be too hard on yourself while you do it, and enjoy the journey while you can. You know, of course, pay the bills, but you know, things will fall where they are, my dog.
Yeah, and I think 27 is one of those points where you're like, you're just growing out of like wanting to rage all the time and like really focus on being like a full adult human being who's accomplishing things, but you're still learning. You know what I mean? So you have all this energy to accomplish things, but you don't really have like an outlet yet to fully accomplish them. And that's everybody. That's happening to everybody except for a few exceptions who you just can't compare yourself to. There's just anomalous people who just skyrocket up. And like I learned to just not compare myself to those people because like they're just freaks of nature. But most of us, we're just grinding at that point. You know what I mean? And we're figuring it out. And yeah, I think a lot like Chad's mindset is so ripe for growth. I think if you can try to like put yourself there, like something I was hearing this CrossFit guy talk about that I was going to talk about later is like, don't treat every situation like a pass fail, because I do that, and then you're like, oh, I fucked that up, I should have done better, I should have done it perfect. It's like, no, every experience you're just learning from. And if you go into every experience just being like, oh, this is something I could learn from, then you're never really going to lose. You know what I mean? So then even if you do lose, you're like, oh, but I learned from it, so I'll be better the next time, and then, or I'll have more fun the next time, and then it'll just make life a little bit more easy going for you. Because I think you're smart, and you're just really being hard on yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get to where you want to be, you know what I mean? And you're probably closer than you think. So, yeah, maybe just enjoying, like Chad said, what you do have, and then just incremental improvement, baby. Like you don't become a world champion the next day, you know? Like Jordan, he had to lose a couple times in the playoffs to get there, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about confidence. That's all. No one's confident.
It's all repetition.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You just, you like JT said, you take a growth mindset, you learn, you're like, I'm going to learn every day. I'm going to, and if there's things you want to improve at, it's repetition. Like conversation, I don't really like to talk, honestly.
Dude, I come on the podcast all the time and I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Like I've never been a big conversationalist, but like starting to do the podcast, I was like, all right, this is something I got to learn how to do. Mm-hmm. So you just work at it and you just do it over and over and over, and then you'll improve whether you know it or not. So it's just, like I never could have thought I'd do a podcast.
No.
Like, I was like, no.
All right, well, Chad, that takes us to the next thing. What is your beef of the week, my dog?
I was going to improv it because...
yeah, we had a busy day.
Yeah.
It messes up our things.
My beef of the week is the fragility of bracelets.
Oh, that's a great one. Because the friendship bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine busted too.
Yeah. It's like, well, first off, the way they make bracelets, the way you put them on and you adjust them, and there's all these weird things dangling, it gets uncomfortable and annoying. It's like, why can't you make one that just like secures nicely around your wrist, and it's good there? Why do you have to make it so technical? Like, what's going on with that? Mm-hmm. I feel like they just complicate bracelets so much. It's so hard to find a cool bracelet, and I like a good bracelet. I knew I loved a good bracelet when I saw Paul Walker holding the shift knob in Fast and the Furious 1, and he had a rubber band around his wrist, or maybe it was just a regular bracelet, and I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. But it's so hard to find a bracelet as cool as that.
Yeah.
Very true.
I don't know what's going on. And they just, you get one that falls off, and you're like, I feel like my whole life is like the pursuit of the bracelet, and it's like...
Would you ever step it up to an anklet? Or is that a step down, or how do you feel about anklets?
I had an anklet phase the summer of 2009. But I realized it's just not my steez, you know? I was like, maybe if I was in a different area code.
Yeah, for sure. The tough guy's got to slide in on this one. Anklets, no bueno. You can't be rocking an anklet. I mean, if you're Prince, if you got like a top 5 selling like R&B album, maybe. Other than that, anklets are a no-go. You gotta earn the right. You gotta jump over some major fucking hoops.
But tough guy, what if you're starring in Blue Crush?
If you're in Blue Crush, you can wear as many anklets as you want. That was a wonderful film. Yeah, that taught me a lot about determination and big wave surfing.
But tough guy, what if you went to summer camp and like you kind of had a cool experience that summer?
I mean, if you met a cool counselor and he was wearing one and then he encouraged you to wear one, I'd let that die at summer camp. I wouldn't bring that back to the regular world. That's like some of your friendships at summer camp you think are going to survive, and unfortunately they don't. That's just the reality of it, all right? You're on like a coke buzz out there. Things are getting heightened. You're feeling all sorts of vulnerable and open,
and it's just a different reality. But you don't bring anklets home.
What if you're from NorCal, where I feel like anklets might be ubiquitous up there? I don't know, but it's just a feeling.
Yeah. I took a drive through NorCal once, and I left, and I was soft all over. My whole body was like gooey. You could have punched through me with a pencil. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, NorCal's different. They do things the wrong way up there. Yeah.
Tough guy. I saw someone criticizing your 6 foot Coke straw.
What'd they say?
They said it looked too difficult to do.
Oh, that's probably too difficult for you, pal, whoever said that. Yeah, because you're not a tough guy. You don't know what it means to socially distance and do coke at the same time. It takes determination, dedication, and a strong lung system, all right? So don't tell me what I'm capable of, all right? It's possible, and it needs to be done to protect the people we care about. When I do cocaine, I do it safely. Thank you.
Tough guy. I heard instead of when you do cocaine, having a mirror to look at yourself in and like kind of trip out on, you look at like a weaker version of yourself.
Yeah.
You have like a picture of that.
It's motivation. Yeah, it makes me snort harder. Because I look at that weakling, that kid who could barely snort. You know, I used to do little dinky like nail bits of like, gummas and like little baby bumps. And then as I grew older, I said, come on, step it up, tough guy. Get yourself a real snort. And so I look at that little coward and I look at him and, his necklace is covered in, his neck's covered in necklaces and anklets and shit. He's a fucking cool kid. He was in a Prince cover band, to bring it full circle.
Tough guy, if you're in a club and someone asks if you want to do a key bump, how do you respond?
I say you better have a big fucking key. Is it a key for a fucking John Deere trailer? One of those big-ass keys? What's the circumference? Better be 4x4, baby. Because I'm looking to mow your entire farm, and I'm hoping it's a lot of acreage. So give me a big key. Give me a big key. I'm fiending. To be honest with you, I've been kind of fiending lately. It's been a problem. Blowing up my dealer's phone number so much, the fucking guy needs a break. He's like, hey man, tough guy. Relax.
Is Donnie still your guy?
Yeah, Donnie's my dealer. Great guy. Yeah. He's a good dude. He asked me, he's like, hey, are you dealing coke? Because you're doing so much. And I said, no, I don't deal. I give it away for free, baby. Yeah. You got to take care of people. Strider, what's your beef of the week?
Alrighty, my beef of the week. This is gonna make me sound like an old man to some degree, but I just been moved into a nice, dank new abode with me and my GF, our new apartment, and it's on the 3rd floor, and I'm fired up about that. And a huge reason why I'm fired up about being on the 3rd floor of a 3-story building is it's the top floor, right? Mm-hmm. Turns out, some kids in this building, kids in their 20s probably, because I'm sounding like an old man, like to go up to the roof and smoke pot and look at the stars and the palm trees and maybe observe Griffith Observatory. And, one of them even had the audacity to bring a Beats Dre pillbox up there and enjoy some reggae tunes. Don't get me wrong, I love reggae, but I don't love it past 10:30 at night, which is past quiet hours. So my beef is on these young kids partying on the roof of my goddamn building. God damn it.
Have you said anything to him?
Absolutely not. I fear confrontation. I hate being judged, and I need people to like me. There's no way I could ever do that in any world. I could never go up there. If I went up there, I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? Bob Marley sick. Oh, Ziggy Marley is sick.
Should we practice you telling these kids to relax?
That might be a nice exercise, yeah.
They might know you. They might go up and be like, Strider? And you're like, yeah.
They might be a fan, dude, yeah.
That'd be sick, but then they'd be like, oh, you're a buster? Oh, now you're a buster and we hate you.
Chad, do you want to be like one of the kids, and I'll be one of the kids too, but I'll also do the reggae music? Could you be loved?
Here we go. I'm coming up to the 3rd floor.
Dude, look at these stars, bro.
Oh,
dude, if you see a star, that means that star is exploding. Like literally spitting its guts out into the universe, bro.
Wow,
hey, that's
like
cool.
Gusher.
Hey guys, sorry to break up the party. I heard there's a cool comet in view, or maybe that's what you're up here doing, but yeah, I'm trying to have a nice intimate time with my GF, and you guys are stomping right above my apartment building.
Wait, dude. You Strider Wilson?
Yeah, dude, I'm Strider Wilson. Yeah.
No way, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah. What up, dudes?
What are you asking us to do?
My bad for this, but can you guys just like kind of keep it down and quit? I guess this is raging. It sounds like you're raging up here.
Dude, can I tell you already? Just gonna step out for a second.
Yeah, of course.
I think you gotta hit him quicker.
Okay. Can we take it from the top?
Let's hit it.
Okay.
Could you be loved?
Dude, I feel like I'm looking at the fucking Milky Way.
Whoa, dude, for real?
Hey, fuckers! Hey, you fuckers! I'm trying to You're stomping 8 feet above my head. Honestly, I'm 6'3". I love height. You guys are stomping 3 feet above my head when I'm standing up. Guys, gotta keep it down. It's 10:30. Fuckers.
Hey,
Why you're six? You look 6'2" and change.
yeah.
That's accurate. You got a good eye. Did you play high school's ball or something like that?
No, just a fan.
Wait, dude, are you Strider Wilson?
I am. You know me?
I know you're a fucking buster, dude.
Oh, dude, nice one,
Dude,
Chad.
I didn't know
dude.
Strider Wilson was a fucking renob, dude. Look at this.
Dude.
Look at
Hey,
this
Munchkin. I think it's
Hold
time
on,
to
hold on.
bail, dude.
Look at this fucking
You guys smoking Yoda's? Are you guys smoking Yoda's brain? Is that what you're smoking right now? Is that G13 shit? Yeah, I know my weed.
You smoke?
Actually, dude,
Not really, but I got some friends who hit it good.
That's okay.
dude, you want to hop on Apollo Dank Teen?
Sounds tight. But honestly, dude, I want to hop on it before 10 p.m. if that's chill with you guys.
That's chill.
That's
chill.
cool.
Because, I mean, honestly, dude, the star coverage, it's still dark out. You're going to be able to see the stars. And I appreciate the reggae music, but maybe if you guys didn't walk around so much when you blazed, which is kind of an interesting thing to do. Usually you would sit stationary, but it seems like you guys like to move around when you blaze. Why is that?
Oh, dude, I mean, I just like to feel the
just
Bob
get-
Marley in my bones, dude.
Oh, you like to dance.
Yeah, when I get baked, I get ambulatory, dude. For me, it's all about like just kinetic feeling, bro. I'm just out in the world and I'm just expressing myself, dude.
I love that.
Physically.
I'd like to
Yeah.
learn more about that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Does that sound chill?
Yes.
Thank you, and I'm sorry for calling you guys fuckers earlier.
Dude, it's all good, dude. Dude, Strider,
What up?
stay stoked, dude.
Dude, stay
Stay
stoked.
stoked, bro.
Thank you so much, dude. Air 5.
Oh.
Oh, dude, you slicked back
No,
your lock?
I'm just messing with you, dude. Oh,
dude,
yeah.
legend, dude.
Socially distanced, though, dude. Back up.
For sure. All right, that was helpful, yeah.
I think you can talk to these kids, though. I think you just got to take it to them direct. You just got to go up there and be like, hey, guys, I need less.
Mhm.
And then just like, boom, dude. That's it. I need less. It's constant. It's too much. I need less.
Do I drop the rules on them, or do I? I think you're right. But there's a sign that says, dude, it's like a fire escape exit, and they put a cone there and a cinder block. It's 2 doors
Yeah.
that they propped open, so they can just get out there all the time. I thought about being passive aggressive and just moving it, but I'm not that much
I
of a
wouldn't
buster.
get bogged down in the details. I would just tell them like straight up, it's too much.
This is my truth.
Yeah.
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 Or just be like, move it on down elsewhere. Like, I got, you could be like, I have work early in the morning. I'm trying to sleep right now. The music is in my dome.
It's a good call.
Socially distance your speakers or just turn it down. And people respect that.
Yeah, don't be too empathetic to him, because I think I would tell most people to be more empathetic, but I think you're so empathetic that I think you'll give it like 3 minutes of you'll step into their perspective too much. But hey guys, I know you guys are just trying to have a good time, and I totally get that. It's good to have a good time, but I think at that point you got to be more like just like, nah, dudes. Hey, look,
Yeah.
it's too much. And how do you say that? I think by just being like, yeah. And then if they're dicks, we talk about it on the pod. It's good fodder.
True.
Like if someone emailed about this, I'd be like, you know what? Just tell them straight up, stop, and then let's see what happens. Because then we're gonna have some good stuff on the bounce back.
It's on. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna talk to them? Will you make a commitment on the pod to talk to them?
All right. Next time I hear him, I'm going up there.
Yeah.
Going up there, and I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna say this,
Nice, dude.
guys.
And do it your way. I just want you to do it.
Yeah. Guys, you can't be up here. I mean, you're just stomping around a little bit. It's not chill. It's kind of brutal. Can you guys keep it down?
Yeah, dude, that's
And then I'm gonna
perfect.
leave.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
And I'm gonna leave. Why
Yeah.
are you gonna wait for an answer?
Yeah, that's good. Just turn around and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they keep doing it, put on your tack glasses and come up and just square up.
Oh, that's a fire call. 100%. Dude, the tack glasses. At night? Are you kidding me? I actually have night vision inserts that I can put in there.
Do you?
Yeah, they come with night vision, like driving ones. Yeah, they're yellow. I can put them in, dude. Yeah.
That's amazing. Dude, if I was stoned, I saw someone in night vision tack glasses, I would freak out.
Yeah, that'll spook them for sure. Yeah.
Amazing.
They'll think they're getting hit by like a Navy SEAL team.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Aaron, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with Paul Verhoeven, the director
Yeah,
but only from 1995 to 1997. I've recently seen 2 movies that I missed. Actually, I went to the theater to see Starship Troopers when it was out originally.
Great movie.
I was rejected because I was not of age. I think I was 15.
It's a very rated R movie too.
And then a friend of ours, this guy that my friend brought with us, got arrested that night for smashing the light bulb in a payphone, which don't exist anymore.
Nice.
But so I've never seen that movie. My friends and I swore we would never see it. We would the story would always be, we've never seen that movie. I finally saw it, and then I saw Showgirls. Those are horrible movies.
Oh, you didn't like Starship Troopers?
No.
What?
Oh, I love Starship
No.
Troopers.
No, Starship
What?
Troopers is dope,
No.
dude.
It's supposed to be like
No.
ridiculous and over the top.
You didn't like Casper Van Dien. What about the football scene?
No.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Aaron.
dude.
What about You Kill Bugs But Good, dude?
Oh,
No.
dude.
Yeah.
What about the knife in the hand?
No.
Yeah.
What about Neil Patrick Harris?
No.
What about the fucking alien that sticks the thing in your head and sucks out your brain
Yeah.
juice?
Yeah.
Busey's kid, dude.
The aliens and the effects were really good.
Sure.
Did not expect that. For what it was, I was like, for as bad as the acting is, I was like, there's no way the bugs are going to look good. Look great. Still hold up.
What
Isn't
about
the
Denise
acting
from
bad on
Shears?
purpose?
Yeah, it's like on purpose bad.
I don't think the actors know they're bad on purpose, but I think
yeah.
Paul Verhoeven casted bad actors on purpose.
Oh, really?
Knowing
Yeah.
that they would be like, they would feel like they were in propaganda.
Yeah.
Just because they'll act like so stiff.
Yeah.
I think that all could have been accomplished in a better way. And then when it came to Showgirls, he has since said, I am sorry, I've ruined Elizabeth Berkley's career. It's all on me. It's not her fault. She was doing the best she could, and I told her to be super fucking weird.
Have you seen SNL when they make fun of him back then?
No.
It's like a Western, and then all the girls just start making out after every scene.
It's perfect. I mean, he's a very smart guy. He's a great director. I love RoboCop. Total Recall's great. Basic Instinct's
Black Book's
fine.
good, yeah.
I haven't seen Black Book or L, but those are really
People
highly
love
rated.
L. It's
Yeah.
it's a controversial plot. But yeah.
So it's not like he's a bad filmmaker, but I just think he went through some bad choices there.
Dude, this just hit me. Is the main guy in Starship Troopers Luke from the OC?
No, but they look just alike.
They do.
Yeah.
And I guarantee
Casper Van
they-
Dien, and I forget what Luke's name is.
They both definitely played water polo at some point.
Mhm.
There's no question about that. Luke, honestly, might have the best performance in season 1 of the OC. Whoever that actor is,
Yeah.
he's amazing.
Chris
bro.
Carmack. Yeah, he's great.
You know Ryan.
Former Abercrombie model.
Do you guys find Ryan kind of annoying?
Of
He-
course,
He's not. He's
oh,
good in the
bro.
pilot, and then he's downhill from there.
Yeah. But it just is like,
He nailed the pilot, and then you're just like, what, dude?
yeah.
You know, because he kind of wasn't right for that part. He kind of actually isn't a bad boy. The
Yeah.
parts that he got later, where he kind of plays like a kind of nebbishy cop, is more
Yeah.
his steez.
Yeah.
And I think it was enough in the pilot to get away with it, but then after a while, you're like, he's not that jacked. He's
Yeah.
not really a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Seth Cohen is the sarcastic,
He's great,
like
yeah.
art loving cutie.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Like Summer is the hot, unattainable girl who's got a spicy personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Mishka
yeah.
Barton is a troubled.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
actually is. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, she's
She yelled at me at valet once.
really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd
Yeah,
she say?
came in. It wasn't even my fault. Like, she left her car there overnight, and she comes in and she called ahead, which some people do. Hey, can you bring up this ticket number and have it ready to go? My like Uber or friend drops me off, and like another valet brought it up, and like there's 2 areas where you can put the keys, and it was my bad for not checking the one area first, but I just went straight to like the ticket queue where the overnights works. I knew it was an overnight, but he put them up on like the circle box, which would have been a quicker step. And usually he would have been able to handle it, but for some reason I just like ended up handling it. And she was like, oh my God, what's taking so long? And like literally for me to check like where the overnights are in the circle box is like maybe 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And, but who knows who was, you know, who knows what was going on in her day or whatever. She probably came out of an experience that she didn't like or something. But anyway, was like just yelling at me, and like wasn't my bad for being there, and like all the valets, and it wasn't busy, so it was like just her up there, and like nothing was going on, so it kind of like exacerbated the situation of making us look like we don't know what we're doing as a valet crew.
Yeah.
And she's like, all of you are like standing here like doing nothing, and it's like, well, we don't need that many chefs to do this job. Like I just
Yeah.
need to figure it out, and I did in 12 seconds. And then I come up to her car, and I'm like, well, the overnight charge is $50. And she'd left her car there before. And she's like, what? And I was like, well, I didn't say this, but in my head, I'm like, I've literally charged you this before.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. And then she's like, and my window's down. And I was like, well, I roll it down to hear stuff when I just left it up. It's not raining. It's 8:30 a.m. It's SoCal. Like, it's already 72 degrees. It's okay. And, but I didn't say anything, of course. And I remember us being like, whoa.
Yeah. She seems like she was troubled. I'm sorry.
But she's been nice other times. So,
Actors are mercurial. Yeah, they go up, they go down. That's what makes them special on camera. Although she wasn't a very good actress.
Yeah,
she was kind of bad.
I was going to say the two, and I guess circling back to any sort of point I was making was Ryan Atwood, a.k.a. whatever that actor's name is.
Benjamin McKenzie.
Benjamin McKenzie and Mishka Barton, Marissa, were like the worst parts of that show, and they were the two heavies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The dad was great.
Great dad.
Oh, dude,
great dad.
Peter Gabriel.
Amazing, dude. Yeah.
Dude, those
Gallagher.
eyebrows. Peter Gallagher. Dude, those eyebrows.
Impressive.
Oh, yeah.
All you need are the eyebrows. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
That steals a scene right
Fire.
there.
And he sang in season 3. They had an episode where they have a kind of Peach Pit vibe. It's like Olivia Wilde is
That was
running.
the boost to her career.
Yeah. And then he sings, and I was like, I came into class the next day in the cultural geography, and I was like, that wasn't him fucking singing. And my teacher was like, that was him singing. He's a singer, and embarrassed me in front of the whole class with my boast. Yeah, my wrongful boast. That was him singing. Gallagher with the skill set.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's just a good guy from the Bronx. Has empathy for Ryan. You know, and he's gonna fight the good fight. Fights for the environment.
He's a public defender.
He's a beast.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He surfs.
He loves to serve.
Dude.
Yeah.
And the whole time, Jimmy's just like, oh, fuck, dude.
Losing his mind, dude.
My fucking dude. What's going on, dude? The guy's like, hey, can I have my money back? Talk to me about it tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, that's a great scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'm tired of tracking you down. I need my money back. Yeah.
My college tuition, my retirement, you thief.
That's what keeping up with the Joneses will do to you. Dude, my beef of the week is fruit smoothies.
Whoa.
Fruit smoothies, you little make believe, magic pixie dream smoothies. Like, you make me think that you're healthy for me. You make me think that you won't do damage to my physique. I drink you every day. Acai, blueberries, banana, whey protein, immunity shot. And what do you do to me? You make my stomach bulge. You give me fat, dude. I was drinking them every day, and I thought I was burning them off because I was working out hard. You can't burn off those sugar factories, dude. They're not good for you. Jamba Juice, Juice Stop. You're just full of it, man. Don't market yourself as a health shop. You're selling sugar, bro. You're fooling me. I was shirtless the other day in a mirror, and I was around some jacked dudes, so I had a little dysmorphia going on, but it was real. That stomach was bulging, and you're the culprit. I know you are. Fruit smoothies, dude. Guys, don't fool yourself. You're getting fruit smoothies. You think you're being healthy. You're not being healthy, dude. You're just pounding sugar.
What about juice?
Juice too. Fuck juice. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gotta be like kale.
Yeah.
I've noticed there's no blue drink or green drink.
Oh, really?
I don't even think those ones are as bad. Those Erewhon iterations we bring. I mean, Chad's right. Like the apple. Chad told me, he was like, hey, that green drink's got a lot of sugar in it. I don't think the blue one does, but the green one does. And so I'm more careful with how, you still want to get those good vitamins that they give you in there, but the smoothie, dude. Acai, you're not healthy.
Yeah.
You're not healthy, acai.
Everyone says it's a superfruit, though.
It's got a lot of antioxidants, it's got all that stuff, but if you go into Juice Stop, they don't put how much sugar's in it. They give you all the other numbers, they don't tell you how much sugar's in it. Because they know once you know that the whole jig is up.
Yeah.
It's over.
You gotta think of fruit as like a dessert, as a treat.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
I'm hysterical.
It's not gonna help. Abs are made in the kitchen.
It's so true, dude. It's so true. It's the realest shit ever. But you gotta do crunches too.
Word.
You gotta do some crunches. Chad, who's your baby of the week?
My baby of the week is Peter Gallagher.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he just crushes it in that show.
Yes, he does.
I've been watching the OC again. I'm on the first season, episode 10. Ryan and Marissa just shared their first smooch on the Ferris wheel. And Ryan, the bad boy, is scared of Ferris wheels. okay. But Peter Gallagher, I keep wanting to say Gabriel. Peter Gallagher just comes in the clutch. You know, he takes a job at a firm, but he's gonna fight his wife over environmental issues. He's doing the right thing. He brought Ryan in. You know, he's a good guy. He cares about his family. He defends his wife from her dad because he can be kind of a jerk off. You know, and then it's all in the eyebrows, dude. I mean, his eyebrows are just like, they set me on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
Yep. He's got those eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
They're winners, dude.
Peter Gallagher, if you're listening, let's go play like croquet or something.
That's a perfect sport.
That'd be sick.
I haven't played croquet in forever. That was more popular when I was young.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's not around anymore.
Do you think cornhole replaced it?
Yes.
Cornhole's the best. So
Cornhole
much
might be
fun.
better.
So much fun.
Yeah. But croquet, the mallet is very exciting.
There's a croquet lawn doing valet. There's one in like off Wilshire in like Beverly Hills, kind of by Beverly Hills High School.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little croquet lawn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who's your baby of the week, Strider?
Baby of the week's got to be my GF, dude. And I mentioned this earlier, and it's because of many things. But today, just while my GF was playing piano, it was so dank to see her do that, dude, and just rip this song that's legit. She's taught herself 3 songs, dude. She memorizes them, which is legit because that's how her dank brain works. And it's just so tight to see that. So got to be my GF for sharing her art with me and perfecting it and then showing it when she's ready. And she does such a great job. So it's just nice. Mm-hmm. But there's also something like when I am listening to my GF play piano, that just seems so like, it's very old fashioned feeling when you're sitting down and just like listening to someone play piano. Like you can feel before there was so much media and Twitter and gaming on COD where it was like, if someone played piano or like a child that, like parents are correct in telling your kids, and I'll even tell my kids, learn to play piano, because when you're an adult and you realize someone can play piano, it's amazing. You're like, that's fucking rad.
And speaking a second language.
Dude, it really is. I look at the musical script that my girlfriend's reading, I'm like, holy shit, you can do this? That's amazing, dude. Like, hell yes. And so it's just so cool. But it felt like old-fashioned, like being in a quarantine, and I was just sitting there. Of course, I wanted to be like 5 feet away and watch her play, but I just sat on the couch and listened, and I was like, oh, this is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you give her a big smooch?
Of course, I gave her a smooch. I clapped. I stood up, I clapped. I made sure my neighbors heard. And there is a neighbor that teaches a kid to play pianos on like, luckily it's at like noon on Saturday. I love my sleep. So it's okay. And the kid's making progress. Mm-hmm. So it's nice.
Nice, dude.
But yeah. Gotta be my GF baby of the week, dude.
I'm fired up on people learning to play instruments.
Yeah.
It's nice to learn to play an instrument. As a kid, you hate it, dude. My parents wanted me to play trombone with braces, dude. You kidding me? You literally have to smack this thing, like my gums would just bleed. I was horrendous at it. I remember I played Louie Louie once with like the band at this music store. It did feel cool. When the band gets playing and you're a part of it, it's a nice feeling.
We should check your brother's band out. What was the name of that band?
Wait, Andrew?
The
Ira's All-Stars. Yeah, Ira Rabone was their music teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a music teacher at St. Margaret's, a middle school and elementary school they went to. And Ira Rabone was the music teacher there, and he actually played with Earth, Wind, and Fire for a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So they were Ira's All-Stars.
Aaron, who's your baby of the week?
My babe of the week is the actor Matthew Rhys.
Oh, nice.
From The Americans and of the new Perry Mason show.
I'm watching. I'm loving it.
It's great, right?
What's it called?
Perry Mason?
Oh, it's called Perry Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I said The Perry Mason Show, but yes, it's just Perry Mason.
You know, dude, I've often been curious about that guy. I'm like, what's the hook with him?
I don't know. There's just something so expressive about his face. He's a great actor, but he could easily be a character actor that's, not a lead, but...
Yeah,
that's what he feels like to me, but I liked him in The Americans a lot, though.
Yeah. And him and Kerry Russell are married in real life. They met on that show. Like, they had kids. Like,
they're married?
Yeah, man.
That's
a sweet
awesome.
story.
They're spies.
And he's just... He can kind of fit in any time period. He looked awesome in the show, in the scenes where he's in World War One, and
yeah, that was amazing. The production value on that. HBO does it right.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, they got so many Emmy nominations today for all their different shows.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There's a lot of great characters in that. I like the mega church angle they're going for, or like the evangelist angle is pretty interesting.
Tent revival, sort of stuff. Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cool stuff. It's a little bit slow.
What's your favorite HBO show last couple of years?
Watchmen, maybe.
Dude, Watchmen was dope.
I haven't seen Watchmen.
Reggie kind of like gave it the knockdown. Reggie was like, Damien Lindelof does the same thing every time. I was like, dude, I thought Watchmen was fire. I thought that thing was
Watchmen's
put
like the
together
first time Lindelof finished something.
Yeah, the ending was satisfying. It tied all the threads together, I felt like.
Ooh, maybe I'll watch it. I'm looking for a show.
Dude, it's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
The
only 8
movie's
episodes.
pretty bad.
Movies,
I'm like, so I
Yeah.
steered me clear.
I like the movie.
it's a little vast.
I've read the book. I liked it.
Yeah, that is true. It's like what the there's a lot happening.
It's a
but
lot of
nothing.
sprawl, but not a lot of substance. Yeah, that was my vibe on
That's a
it.
great call on that. Yeah.
I slept during the first time I saw
There's a
it.
cool boning scene though.
Oh, the boning scene's good. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen song.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else is saying it. I think it's the Buckley version or something.
Oh, the Jeff Buckley one.
I think it's Hallelujah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trent Reznor does some fire music in that.
Yeah.
Trent
dude.
Reznor's a
He's so
beast.
good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Yeah, Trent Reznor might have the 2 best songs of all time with 9 Inch Nails. Hurt
Yep.
is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his version more than the Cash version, even though I first got introduced to it through Cash. And then, what's Animal?
Oh,
Shit, sorry.
it's not. I wanna fuck you
Like
an
an
animal.
animal.
Oh, closer.
Yeah.
by 9 Inch Nails. Yeah.
Dude, but Succession is so good. Yeah.
I can't
Just to
get
say
it.
it's
Have
an
to-
HBO show.
What?
Have to disagree on Succession.
You guys
Aaron,
don't
I'm
like
with you, bro.
Succession?
Bro, I tried watching the pilot twice. I couldn't do it.
No, the
You
pilot's
gotta
not
get
good.
past
Yeah,
it.
it's
You gotta.
I've seen bad pilots. I know that.
season 1, episode 4 is when it starts clicking, I think. Or
Yeah.
episode 5 or something. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, stay in the pocket. When they do the bachelor party episode.
That's the app. Yeah.
There's no. My wife and I have watched the whole show, and it's just not satisfying. There's no one to root for. I don't know. I didn't love it.
You don't
mean,
root for them, but you feel for them.
And the opening, I've said that this was my beef before. The opening, actually, the show itself has been my beef before, but the opening sucks. It's so long and boring.
Damn, dude. But you know what? I like that you and Shredder are united on this.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Game of
Teamwork.
Thrones is the best HBO show in recent years.
Yeah.
That's not in the last couple though.
It didn't start in the last couple.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It got shitty in the last couple.
I like The
It did get
Outsider.
shitty in the last couple.
Yeah, then The Outsider, but I haven't seen that one yet. But I heard that one's good.
It's good.
Outsider was good, yeah.
Intense,
Oh yeah, I gotta finish
That actress is amazing, dude. Who's the girl that helps
no
out?
Emmy nomination.
She got no Emmy?
Terrible.
Dude, she's unreal. She's so good
got
at it.
Bateman got it.
What?
As a guest
Bateman?
star, but he's in it for one episode.
He's only in it for one sode.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler.
Does he get whacked like?
I won't say anything,
Won't
but
say
it's interesting. But
Euphoria?
what's the name of the guy? Ben Mickelson?
Mendelsohn.
Mendelsohn. Speaking of Ben Mendelsohn, I recently started watching Killing Him Softly.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Worst movie ever.
It is
Bro.
literally terrible.
So heavy-handed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's-
And rest in peace to one of the greatest actors ever, James Gandolfini. And it's sad to comment on this because it was probably part of what led to his unfortunate death. But the sound on his breathing is so loud in his scenes that you can't hear the dialogue.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. That's literally the fact you just said that. I watch TV all the time at night when my girlfriend's sleeping, dude. She woke up because I had to fucking turn it up and put the subtitles on.
Yeah.
I can't understand what's going on in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to finish it, dude.
No, it's bad. It's really bad. It's so heavy-handed. It's
Like the political radio playing in the background. I'm like,
yeah, there's like bailout stuff playing on the radio at all times. You're like, would a gangster really be listening to this? He's listening to NPR.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Come on. No, yeah, I agree with you. Dude, my babe of the week is fruit smoothies.
Whoa, dude.
To quote, what's that song? Oh, baby, you make it hurt so good.
Yeah, dude.
Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You make it hurt so good. That's fruit smoothies, dude. I can't kick them. Every day.
Are
I'm
you still
like,
on them?
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. Like, well, today I did like a chia seed pudding. I'm basically still on them. Yeah, I'm like, every day I'm like, I'm not gonna have a fruit smoothie, and then every day I'm like, I gotta get a fruit smoothie, dude. It's addictive, bro. They're so good.
They're the best.
I get this acai fruit smoothie.
Where do you get it from?
From Juice Stop in San Clemente, and they grind up like granola in it. It's like a full acai bowl. I don't like acai bowls that much, but they grind it up into a smoothie, and it's like perfect. But I just know it's killing me. I know it's killing my midsection. Yeah. And I'm trying to be healthy, and it's been a real thorn in my side in my diet because it's just like, You fucking fruit smoothies, you seductive motherfuckers. You guys are just so tasty. I can't stop.
But you're supporting small business when you're doing that. Although there are multiple juice stops, but I think they're locally owned.
But I think they're independently owned. Yeah. The people there, it's the same people there every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweethearts too.
So
yeah, and
best.
they run it smooth with the social distancing, one at a time, the whole thing. Yeah.
Love that.
They don't take the card from your hand. You put the card down.
Love
Just little
it.
precautions like that. Let's keep it moving. Chad, what is your legend? Who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is my legend of the week is my soft top.
Nice, dude.
My soft top longboard. There's been waves for like 3 weeks now.
Damn, dude.
Man,
that's
the
a stretch.
last like kind of swell was like when we were in San Clemente for that week. It was like 2 or 3 feet.
Did you go out? Where'd you go out in San Clemente?
T Street.
Hell yeah, T Street, dude.
T Street. And then I saw Kalani Robb out there. That was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just take out the soft top and shout out, dude. I mean, you're a legend. Been taking it out, just cruising. You barely need anything to get that log going.
Love it.
And you just cruise, get out in the water, you paddle. If you're feeling cranky, you just get out there, get in the sun, and just paddle. And you feel good. So thank you, soft top.
Hell yeah.
Strider.
My legend of the week has to be my new balcony.
Nice, dude.
So sick.
That's
I'm
awesome.
stepping out there, and truth be told, it's a balcony that overlooks a courtyard. It'd be nice if it had some sort of sick view or just like more open. So, the direct view is like the neighbors, but the neighbors are never really out there. There's a nice little couple that is kind of like to the right of me that will have dinner out on their balcony, which is lovely to see. But dude, it's just fire to step out there with my morning coffee, shirt off, on my balcony, just sipping it, taking in some morning air. It's very dank. Something
That's
I
awesome.
could never do in my old place. So fired up on that.
You just
Dude.
heard it, bro. Yeah.
Thank you, my dog.
That's so good.
Thank you. Sick.
I love that.
Sick to have a balcony.
I love it too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bang. I'll do the sound. You guys want to hit it again? They were hand slapping. Aaron, who's your legend?
My legend of the week is John Fogerty.
Ooh.
He
Creedence Clearwater.
CCR's lead singer. He recorded at home, during quarantine. He's got like a band with all his kids, but he just did a solo acoustic of Center Field for opening day, and it just reminds me like he is a badass. He's everything you want, because if you go see him, he wrote the songs, he sings the songs, and he plays lead guitar. And that's like, if you go see CCR or CCR Revisited or whatever, you're getting guys who didn't do any of those things. So he's like the ultimate front man, of course in an older band, but I respect that, and that's what I want in a guy. If you're gonna go see a guy who's older and maybe not putting out records, at least all the stuff he's playing, he fucking wrote, he fucking sang, and he plays all the solos on.
He's got one of the best guitarists from Forrest Gump when it's the Vietnam scene. Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son.
Yeah.
Oh my
Amazing
God.
song.
My brother used to play that when he wanted me to come hang out upstairs. He'd play Fortunate Son, and I knew it was time to hang out.
That's
Nice.
So it
awesome.
was amazing.
That's cool.
Second, about John Fogerty, he went solo as John Fogerty, and his old manager sued him for sounding too much like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
And it went to court, and the judge threw it out. He's like, "This is stupid."
He's
He's the guy. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? It was
For a
amazing.
long time, the guy, I think his name is Saul Zantz or something like that. He became a movie producer. He may have helped produce The Godfather or something like that. But yeah, he owned the rights to CCR, and so the band couldn't play their own songs for a while.
Damn.
Nice.
That would suck.
It's whack. Isn't like Taylor Swift going through something like that? Like she had to pick the right songs
Scooter
to play.
Braun.
Yeah,
He was a fan of
You have to like
ours.
re-record
Yeah.
your stuff.
He was the Rasputin. He was in that Rasputin book, Scooter Braun.
Yeah. I wonder Rasputin me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a
yeah.
bad call, yeah. But at what price, Chad? At what price?
A yacht. Beer money.
Oh wait, hang on. This guy produced, the guy who stole CCR's music produced Cuckoo's Nest, Amadeus, and The English Patient.
Oh,
Three best
wow.
Some good freaking movies, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he got in bed with Milos Forman. There's
Yeah.
few directors better to be hanging with. Yeah. And then Mingelis, yeah. Anthony Minghella, yeah. Dude, my legend of the week is someone we all know and love. and he's just a total beast. Dan Lucchese.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, good call.
Why haven't we done that before?
I know, right? It's so well deserved. So Dan is someone who came into our orbit in the last couple years, and we were working on a big project with him, and that got sidetracked because of the Corona stuff. And then, but he has been so instrumental in helping Chad and I and Strider with all of our stuff that we put out. He's coordinates a lot of what we do, is an author of a lot of what we do, edits our mass videos, and really was the, like, I don't think people know, like, an editor really is what a lot of people think the director is, because even though the director is there on set, the editor is the one who puts it together into a cohesive, like, story and makes it something that's intelligible to the people who watch it. And Dan did that beautifully. And he's just a great guy. He's super cool. He's fun to hang out with. He's super smart. And we're just lucky to know him, lucky to work with him. And yeah, I know he'll be on here one day, and the Stokers will get to know him intimately. He's got a beautiful English accent. He's a beautiful guy. Yeah. Super good looking dude. Cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Skates. Takes beautiful photography. When Chad and I first met him, and we were talking about like where Chad Goes Deep could go, he referenced like Wong Kar-wai and some like Chongqing Express and like some pretty obscure foreign films. So that got me on board instantly. I was like, dude, this guy's got vision, and he's erudite when it comes to his film knowledge. What up? And he's shown me so much cool stuff. He showed me this George Price video, who's like an English professor who wanted to discover if altruism was real or if people only did stuff for like their own benefit. And so George Price ended up killing himself just to prove people would do things that weren't in their best interest. And it really spoke to me. And I was like, that's amazing. Thank you for showing me this. And he's just one of those guys who always has good stuff to share and always has good input to give. And he's just a beast. Yeah.
He's such a legend. I got to give a shout out to Dan. I mean, he's so smart, such a fun guy to hang out with, so sweet. He's just the whole package.
He's awesome.
There's literally, he's just one of those guys where you kind of just like, after hanging out with him for a while, you just look at me like, I love you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it's true.
Totally.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
He loves Mario Kart, and I kicked his ass.
And
I want it out there.
When we were all working in an office together, we had two video games. We had Mario Kart and we had Mario Tennis. And he was the best at Mario Kart. And he did that thing. Farrar does the same thing when he beats me in a CrossFit workout. He'll beat you and then he'll go, oh, that was pretty close that time. Good job, everybody. You can tell he's so happy he won. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I could kill you, man. And then we switched to Mario Tennis, and you could see Dan got a little sad. He was like, so I guess we're done with Mario Kart then. Huh?
I remember there's like a few weeks ago his phone shut off, and it was off for a while. We like do like daily Zooms pretty much, and I was like JT, I don't know where, I think something happened to Dan. And I thought he was dead. I was like, oh fuck, dude.
It was so sweet though. I was like pumped you called. You were like, hey, I'm worried about Dan. I was like, that's good. I was like, yeah, we should be worried about Dan. Where is he? We need him to be okay.
And I was like, checking, but he's like, he texted me. I'm like, oh, thank God.
No, he's a great dude, and he's got vision too, which is nice, and he sees it and gets it, which is he's a great
awesome
guy, man.
All right, Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is sorry, did someone else want to go for me?
Sure, Strider, you want to hit it?
Yeah, I got one. I've been saying this a lot, and Aaron's gonna know. Aaron might be able to guess my quote of the week. Aaron, what movie am I always saying? And it's a very quick quote. It's like 6 words. I always say it. It's a reference to a film. This guy won Best Actor. And whenever we're recording, I always say this thing like many times unknowingly. And I don't know how much I say this, but it fires me up every time I say it. So it might honestly be my fire up phrase as well. Aaron, one guess. I didn't give you a great hint. I can give you one more hint.
Yeah, give me one more.
It involves, I told you it was an outdoors film. Okay, this is a good hint. It has something to do with a bear.
The Edge?
Yep. You guessed what movie it is.
Is it The Edge?
I'm going to kill the motherfucker.
Yeah. I always say that. I'm going to kill the motherfucker.
Dude, I was thinking about that movie the other day.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It is a good movie. Yeah. I guess there's a book about it. Art Linson, the guy who produced it, wrote a book about it because Alec Baldwin was such a nightmare on it.
Oh, he was a nightmare?
Yeah, and like David Mamet, the guy who wrote the script under his pseudonym, was like real difficult. He wanted the name of the movie to be like Man Who Kills Bear, like something like very like on the nose and artsy. Yeah. But dude, I love that movie. And I was thinking about like when he gets him all fired up and he makes Alec Baldwin say, he's like, what are you going to do? He's like, I'm going to kill the bear. Yeah, and he gets them all jacked.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
it's just
so
Hopkins look back. Dude, Hopkins is so good in that movie.
Do you like the subplot of the wife stuff?
I don't love it, dude. I mean, it's like a huge element of the movie and like a character drive for him. I wish there was a way that wasn't in there.
Baldwin doing the flip at the end is a little weird.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't fit the movie that precedes it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, okay. But it's cool because he has the tell when he sees like the... I don't want to give too much away if anyone wants to watch
the writing's smart, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I'm going to kill the motherfucker?
So good.
Yeah.
So good. And the villain being a bear. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah. Dope. Chad, do you have your quote?
Yeah, it's from Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Oh,
Best
fire,
movie
fire,
ever.
fire,
We're
fire,
quoting
fire.
some fire movies right now.
One of the steamiest scenes I've ever seen. That just like, I mean, dude, it fired me up so much when he's with Nicole Kidman and they're in bed and getting intimate, and it's their first time, and she goes, "Tell me what you love so much about racing." Speed. To be able to control it. To know that I can control something that's out of control. And then they smooch.
That's hot. Dude, and her being curious about it. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking, Nicole.
Yeah. And the soundtrack too. I mean, shout out to Tony Scott with, Top Gun, then
The dude
Days
can
of
make a
Thunder.
movie.
And then just him on a motorcycle with her in the bag, and it's like, I forget the song, but it's like, it's so good, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, and I was like, oh, dude.
It's Berlin and Top Gun, but I don't know what it is in Days of Thunder.
I don't either. No.
Fuck, I wish I knew that.
That's awesome. Aaron, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is from your guys' fire face mask video in San Clemente.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The guy telling you about 5G.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go, well, where'd you learn all that? And he goes, I watched a bunch of videos while I was on acid. Just perfectly encapsulates conspiracy theorists for the most part.
Yeah. All right, my quote of the week is from a song by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis that I listened to on the way to the podcast, and it got me so fired up. And it's just the chorus. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nice.
Hell yes, dude.
Is he making new music?
I think he is, dude. And you know what? I like him because he is an idiot. He's probably not like a super dumb idiot. He's obviously smart. You know what I mean? But he doesn't articulate his ideas in a very sophisticated way, but they're sincere. And that's always going to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm all aboard the Macklemore train.
Hell yeah.
Keep it corny, bro, and keep it firing. Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Keep it corny.
Yeah.
Let's keep it corny.
Love it.
Strider?
I'm gonna kill the motherfucker.
Aaron, what's yours?
Man, let's kill that bear.
Dude,
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
Dude, mine is from the film Creed. It's one of my favorite movies of the last decade. Honestly, it's in my top 5. I just think it's a perfectly made movie. The way that they created something new but still wove it perfectly into the existing mythology of Rocky, I thought was so brilliant by Ryan Coogler and Aaron Covington. Aaron Covington, who I used to do open mics with, and then just became a tremendous screenwriter, I guess. Yeah, it was so cool to see him do that. But going into the last round against Pretty Ricky Conlon, it looks like Adonis Creed should be out. He's too banged up. And Rocky goes, look, I'm going to call the fight just like I should have for your father. And then he goes, no, I got to prove it. And then Rocky goes, prove what? And then Adonis goes, that I'm not a mistake. And dude, it's so powerful, dude. And so that's my phrase of the week for getting after it. I got to prove it that I'm not a mistake. Yeah.
Love that.
Hope you guys party hard after hearing that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Purpose, drive. No question.
That's it, guys. Long one.
Yeah. Sweet, dudes. Write a review. We need those reviews.
Yeah, I always love it when there's new reviews. It really does fire me up, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to beg for them. Please. Please give me one.
Yeah, please write a review.
I'm gonna write a review on this pod as me and go, you guys crushed the motherfucker.
You killed the motherfucker. All right, dudes. See you later. Strata, thanks for coming.
If you need advice, these guys are really nice.